Welcome to the Objective Perspective. I'm Chase,
I'm Joseph.
and we're gonna be talking about the news.
Apologies, everyone. I'm sick. I'm in Pennsylvania. I got that Pennsylvania sickness. That's why I sound so bad, because I'm sick, not because I'm using a bad microphone.
Yeah, it's only because he's sick that he actually becomes a robot. It's the true Joe Lungi coming out.
I've been a robot this whole time.
That's what we all assumed, or like what I assumed at least, from like the way you present your ideas and look at things.
Right, emotionless, like a
Yeah,
robot.
emotionless, like a robot, like an android.
It's my fetish. Why can't I fuck a robot in Mass Effect? What happened? What went
It's true.
wrong? Chase,
Can't
what
even do
went
it in the
wrong with Mass
can't,
Effect?
can't even do it in the new one.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, there's no right in this world. There's only wrong.
But you know what game does have robots?
What game has robots?
Destiny 2.
Are we talking about Destiny
It's
2?
like we gotta talk about Destiny 2, right?
Canonically, there are robots. It's
Can-
the one character's a robot.
Canonically, we have to talk about Destiny 2 because there's been a lot of Destiny 2 news.
And by one character, I mean a whole race in that game are Rubits.
Well, are we talking about the Nathan Fillion character?
Well, yeah, but that's like a race in the. You can play that race.
I didn't know robots were a race. I thought they were just robots. Do the
Well,
robots
I'm talking
fuck?
like. I mean, like I didn't read the Destiny cards. You know, the lore cards when you played the game that you get for your iPhone.
I just have
Decided not to
trouble
do
like
that.
seeing them as a race if they don't have offspring. Like if they just get manufactured, that's not a race. Get out of here.
I don't know. I didn't read the lore card. I didn't go into Destiny.com and look at the lore cards you got for shooting people with a gun.
Well, they say you won't have to do that in this new Destiny.
Oh wow, what a great addition to a video game.
What a great
Not making you
idea.
get off the video game.
So there was a Destiny 2 meeting. They showed off a bunch of stuff. Did you watch any of it?
I watched someone do a strike, and that was about it.
So yeah, strikes are back.
Oh boy, I mean the game looks like Destiny 1.
It's very Destiny 1.
Yeah, it's very much a sequel to Destiny, and if it's just a improved version of Destiny, that's a good game to me.
What shocked me is that there is only one, what is it called? Their endgame content, their dungeony things.
The raids.
There's only one raid.
Only one raid again?
There's only one raid they're launching with.
Gotcha. Well, how did they give a timetable for the second raid?
I don't know. I only heard this in passing. I just heard people complaining that there was only one raid again, which I would have thought they'd at least have two. Destiny 2,
Yeah.
two raids.
If they launch with the raid, then it might not be that bad,
I
you know?
believe they are.
Because like then like they if they launch with that raid, then they could probably pull out another raid right afterwards pretty quickly. But like Destiny 1 didn't even launch with a raid, so you know, improvements.
Hashtag improvements.
Hashtag improvements. That game looks like Destiny
Hashtag
1, and that's a
improvements.
good thing because I think those games were good. I just thought there wasn't enough of anything in there to make them playable for a long period of time.
Are you interested in this product?
Yeah, I'm interested to get on the PC, which is going to be a BlizzNet exclusive.
That's
by
right.
the
That's a
way.
big thing we need to talk about.
BattleNet exclusive. I wrote that down on my notes.
How
'Cause it's
crazy is
important.
that?
That's nuts.
That's nuts.
That's crazy.
Blizzard is
But
getting
like,
in on that money.
but like it's owned by Activision. You know, Blizzard's owned by Activision, and then Destiny's owned by Activision. So, boom,
Leverage.
leverage. So they go pull. I feel like Activision's gonna start doing the whole like gonna put everything on one kind of platform style thing, like Steam does or whatever.
Dude, what if you start playing Call of Duty on PC through Battle.net?
That'd be really cool, actually.
You
That'd be
can,
pretty alright.
you'll be playing Hearthstone, you look over on your tab, oh, hey look, my friend's in Call of Duty.
Play some Heroes of the Storm, and I look to my left, and when everyone's trying to get me into Call of Duty, I'm like, not today.
Can we
I'm
put
playing Heroes of the
soap,
Storm.
put soap in Heroes of the Storm?
Oh god, that'd be so good. That'd be actually awesome if they started just putting all Activision games into Heroes of the Storm. I'd be like really into that.
Super Smash Bros. Clone by Activision.
Super Smash Bros. The MOBA.
Oh god.
That's
Well,
a
yeah.
good thing.
Destiny 2, it's coming out this fall.
It's Destiny.
I feel kind of, I was very burned by Destiny 1. So I have,
Yeah, you have an interesting story. I want to hear the Destiny 1 story from you again. I like it.
I mean, I bought my PS4 for Destiny. Like, I bought that bundle. That was where I got on. I'm a little congested, excuse me. Oof. But, Yeah, it's just bringing up all those bad memories. I just hated the game. Like, I remember I went to the store, it was actually the midnight release. I went with my friend who already had his PS4. We were very excited. I came home with my big PS4, had huge internet problems because the PS4 couldn't wirelessly connect to my internet, so we drilled a hole through a bunch of walls in my house, got that Ethernet cable plugged in, all so I could play Destiny, because it's an online-only game. And it wasn't very good, in my opinion. I didn't
That's
like
fair.
it.
I think when that game first came out, that game like sucked.
Yeah, I really didn't like that game. I see things through though. I got to the credits so I could just put it down and walk away. I beat those three giant robots. I couldn't tell you anything about that story or the
You didn't
ending
read
or
the
the
Grimoire
plot.
cards?
No, I did not.
I just remember what they were called.
The Grimoire cards. Good name.
Who people at VGHL are telling me like they're like, oh, I love the lore of Destiny, and I'm like, I can't believe people like fucking sat down and read those fucking cards.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
also like the lore of Destiny, because I sat down and read like 20 of those cards and was like, what the fuck am I doing with my life?
Yeah.
In a very real way.
So, I don't know, I'm so burned that out of principle, I don't really want to get the game, even if it's good, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're like holding a grudge. You got it.
Which is not very reasonable, but it's like, you've been burned so bad, it's just, there's so much other stuff to look at, like, I'm just not going to prioritize this in any meaningful way.
I'm excited that's on the PC, though, which gives me more of a reason to pick it up in my head.
Oh, totally. It looks beautiful, I've heard.
It looks... I think people might be overhyping it. It looks really nice, but it looks like Destiny 1 also, because Destiny 1 looked really good.
Okay.
But, like, the art style for Destiny 1, I don't think could be improved that much, you know what I mean? Like, it is very stylized in its own way, but I think it looks better. I think it looks nice. I don't think it looks amazing. I think people who are saying that are crazy. I think it's got great skyboxes because it's the Halo team.
Yeah, the skybox is sure. I think someone like the actual visual style is, yeah.
I think it can be
that kind of like rusted and like destroyed sort of
the
like.
strike of what I watched looked like they had a lot of like reds and blues. They had color, and it was like it looked nice, like waterfalls and like actual scenery, and looks very cool. I'm hoping the rest of the game stays up with that. The person who was playing it wasn't that good, so I wasn't into. I need to play those games like a first-person shooter. Really know how I feel, and like a Halo shooting style really fits consoles really well, but I don't know how it'll fit PC. So I'm interested to see how that game plays itself.
We'll find out.
Too. We'll find out next time. I've got a little story.
Tell me about your little story.
Famdust HD Remake came out for free on Xbone.
Yeah, to almost no fanfare.
So no fanfare. To people who like Famdust, super excited. To everyone else who still doesn't know what Famdust is, not very excited.
So are you excited?
I'm excited. I like Phantom Dust. I played Phantom Dust.
I never played Phantom Dust, but I heard card combat system, and your boy's in.
It is a card actual, like, you're running around picking up orbs that have your cards in them that you use to, like, fight enemies in real time as you're, like, running around an arena. It's like an arena battler with card systems.
I love card combat systems.
I think you'd like Phantom Dust too.
I probably would.
It's super Japanese. It's made by the guy who made Panzer Dragoon.
Oh shit!
So it's already got that kind of lineage behind it. And then it's like a card combat game that's really like obtuse in weird ways, but also really easy in some other ways. And there's like going to shops and buying new cards. And,
yes.
And also buying new holders for your cards, so you can use different types of cards in your battle pack kind of thing. I forget what they're called. I didn't bring my Xbox when I went home, though. I think it's for the PC as well, though, so I might still grab it from the Microsoft Store or something. But,
well, every game is supposed to be cross-platform, so you should be
I think
good.
it's on the PC, so I should grab it on the Windows Store when I remember to. But that game's pretty dope. I played on the original Xbox, because all I had was an original Xbox for a while. So you picked up everything.
God, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I mean, you play a lot of Bloodwake in your time. And sometimes you get the good stuff, like Phantom Dust.
So yeah, this is just crazy. They put it out for free. Like, obviously Phantom Dust 2, scrapped, canned, not happening. So this was sort of a make good. Like, they had to put it out just so they could say that they made good on their promise of, hey, we're making Phantom Dust.
Yeah, they made, no, I don't think they made good on we're making Phantom Dust. I think they tried to, like, make up by going, we did an HD remake for free because we fucking screwed you guys who were excited for Phantom Dust.
Oh, yeah, totally. That's kind of what I meant. I'm not saying this made good on anything, but it's just so they could say they did.
Yeah.
Which it's still
I'm
a cool thing. Who puts? Well, they made this
Yeah,
game for free and
I
just
think
put
it's
it out.
super like a good way to spin an L into a win. You know, like spin that loss into a win. Being like, oh, we put out Fam Dust for H streaming for free though, and you're like, oh, all right, okay. Didn't get the new Fam Dust, but at least we got something.
And I bet not a lot of people even downloaded it.
I bet not. I mean, I think people should try it. It's free. I think more people are gonna try it than we think because it's free. So
Hopefully, we got no excuse besides bandwidth
yeah,
costs.
yeah. I mean, like the internet age still is not here. So we with like net neutrality and stuff rolling around its ugly head some more. So all the good stuff's happening.
You want to know an actual good thing that happened though?
What's a good thing that happened?
8 zombies maps for Black Ops 3 came out in a fan service DLC.
Gotcha. So are these? Do I have to have Black Ops 3 to play them?
Yes.
Oh,
It's a 5th expansion pack for Black Ops 3 that was never announced. Like, this was a, hey, you guys did so great. We know you love zombies so much. We decided to
is for you
remaster 8
guys.
zombies maps for the zombies community.
oh, that's really nice though.
And it costs money. It's not free. I thought it was free
Yeah,
at
of course
first.
not. Of course not.
It costs $20. You get 8 zombies maps, and there's some of the best from across the series. There's a couple stinkers in there, I think personally, but it's a really cool thing. I was really happy to see this.
That is pretty cool. I like that. It sounds nice at least.
Yeah, they brought back like Nocturne people were not happy about, which is the original zombies map, which I love. Fuck the haters. That's
I mean,
a good map.
I guess people aren't happy with like. I mean, yeah, the original map fucking sucks. Like I'm with them on this one a little bit.
You're in the majority. It's fine.
Yeah. So I went to Never mind. You're good to go. Keep talking.
They brought Kino back. Is the most notable one. Is you can play Kino.
What's Kino?
So that's in
What's
Black Ops
Kino?
1. That's the big stage, the theater.
Oh yeah, that one I also didn't like.
Oh, that one's great. I'm just sad they didn't bring back Call of the Dead, which is my favorite. That's the snowy one where the big
Romero one.
Romero chases you around. I love that one.
See, I don't like zombies that much.
Yeah, you don't seem like a zombies guy.
And like people told me that was crazy, but I was like the one dude who like whenever we played it was just like, yeah, I play like a round, then I'm gonna go out to play multiplayer.
I think there's like actually a split where it's just the people who like the multiplayer and the people who like the zombies, and there's obviously crossover, but I think there are very separate camps, honestly.
Yeah, I think zombies is really boring and kind of like fun once, and then I leave.
Like a very good friend of mine would just buy like a standalone zombies game, and he would prefer it. He would prefer it.
I know those people. I think are crazy too. There's one thing I like about Call of Duty. It's still the campaign almost every time. Like I enjoy a big spectacle first-person shooter. It's why I'm picking up the new one like day one for me. I want that.
He buys every Treyarch game, doesn't play the campaign ever, plays a couple multiplayer matches, and then goes super hard into zombies, man.
What the fuck, dude?
I'm serious.
That's fucked.
He doesn't care about the campaign, but he loves zombies.
Well, I guess we make do somehow in this world.
I don't know. I think that's a really, I think that community gets a lot of shots taken against them, I think unfairly, because I think they're actually, really chill, really nice guys. That's a good community I like. They're just doing their own thing. They just like to look for Easter eggs and shit.
They just like having a good time shooting some zombies.
Yeah, people make fun of the
Nazi
zombies community. They're good. They're cool guys.
People make fun of them a lot. Like how do people make fun of them?
Oh, they're they're anal. They're very particular. Like they'll dive super in depth. They're just kind of crazy obsessive. But I think they're really cool. I have a lot of appreciation for that community. Honestly,
I've never gotten into the zombies community or anything. I just don't like the game mode.
Oh, dude, you on YouTube, you watch some zombies tutorials. They're intense.
See, that seems like it gets too wild. For me, I'm just like, I'm just gonna shoot the zombie in the head with a pistol, the round, then I'm gonna buy a gun and just shoot some more.
It's like 2 hours of optimization. It's crazy.
Sounds like some fucking JRPG speedruns happening over there.
Not even.
Oh, gross.
All right, tell me about your
I don't
next
like
news
them.
story.
Never mind.
Oh
I'm
god.
Gonna
Oh no.
Single-handedly swipe at all zombie fan base. Bad. Just gonna broad swipe that one. I think it's a good idea.
Hit me with that news story.
I don't actually have that many more news stories. My phone died on me, and I lost all the things before I could save it.
This is unprofessional.
I know. So the last thing I had is also an overlap with what you had, which is Sonic Forces. Make your own character.
So Sonic Forces is the new
Make your own
Sonic
character.
game from Sonic Team. It is the 3D Sonic. It's going to be
Yeah.
coming to us officially from Sega, in part with the 2D Sonic that's made by the fans. That's
Yeah.
Sega's
Sonic
licensing.
Mania. That's Sonic Mania.
Sonic Mania. They're
Yeah,
publishing
which
it.
looks really good. Sonic Mania also looks really fucking cool. Like
My
if you don't like look
understanding
at
it.
that game,
I'm sorry.
go ahead. No,
No, it's
please.
hard when we're not looking at each other. It's hard. I'm
I know.
sorry. You
It's
continue.
fine. My dog just hit my door, which is like I have to go open my door. You talk about Sonic Forces, or there's gonna be like slamming soon.
Alright, so Sonic Forces, well, specifically Sonic Mania looks like it's a lot of like reused levels to me. I'm not sure how much original content is actually there in terms of levels. I'm not a Sonic person. I've actually never played 1, 2, or 3. Not the real cartridges anyway. So I'm not the person to talk about Sonic. I have no Sonic knowledge. This is a fan base I do throw shade at, so I'm a big hypocrite. I like to
Yeah,
make
no,
jokes about
obviously.
Sonic.
I'm back, by the way.
Good, yeah. How much original content is in Sonic Mania?
I think it's all original. I think it's an all-original game.
There are some reused zones. I don't know if there are new levels
Yeah.
in those zones,
Well, yeah,
but they might just take
you
the art
use,
style.
You use like Green Zone again. You use like some of the zones are reused. Like that game looks like really fresh in the way it uses things and like sound and setting, and
Okay,
that game
alright.
looks really cool. I'm sorry if there's background noise. Anyone who actually listens to this, I have a dog, and
This is all garbage. Just give it
I
up.
closed my door, and my dog just slammed its head in the door because it was mad. I didn't open the door for her, and now she's upstairs laying down looking at me. So you might hear like a loud like noise, like a breath noise, but she just has bad adenoids. And she's
Sonic
a
has bad
dog.
adenoids.
Sonic is bad in general. Look, I'll just fucking say it. Most 3D Sonic games kind of fucking suck.
Yeah,
So
they do.
there's how I feel, and Sonic Forces doesn't look to be much better. I think.
But hang
from what
on.
I've seen.
You can make your own OC Sonic character, so this game is the smartest thing Sonic Team has
Yeah,
ever done.
this is
They've genius.
unlocked the key. They've unlocked the vault. Unlocked the key. I'm fucking losing it. They've unlocked the vault. They've understood what was wrong with Sonic, and they're like, all right, we maybe can't make the game better, but we can definitely sell more if we say, hey, you can make your own character.
They are playing to the series' strengths, finally.
They are. They understood finally that someone's like, my own OC Sonic. I can make it. Please do not steal.
Have you ever played the game where you type into Google your name followed by the hedgehog?
Yes.
It's such a fun time. Oh
It's so
man,
good.
Chase the Hedgehog.
I also think of what was it? There's the that Sonic joke game that came out. But Devolver makes weird games where like you like have like a camera and you're walking around and, like the Sonic characters doing like really weird things or.
I mean, there's a
like,
lot
its
of
own-
Sonic fan games,
Yeah,
man.
I'm trying to figure out what it was called. It was very strange, but like eventually you go to an MMO world, and you just like can randomize your name, and it's just really good.
Point is,
I-
there's gonna be a lot of fun stuff to come out of this. We're very excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. If Sonic Forces is like Generations, it'll be a good game. If Sonic Forces is like any other Sonic game besides Colors that's come out and been 3D, it's not gonna be good.
Excellent.
And that's how I feel. And it looks like it's trying to go for the Generations route, but hopefully hopefully it makes Generations good. It makes good on Generations, because that game was great. And then fucking Boom came out, and Lost World, which both suck.
Is that due out this year?
I think Sonic Forces is not. I don't know when it's due out. Actually, I think it's this. Is it this year?
I believe Mania is this year.
Mania is this year. Okay, I mean, hopefully we'll see. They've been showing some screen stuff off. It looks all right, but like I'm not sold.
Okay, we'll see.
Tell me always. All right, what's your news story, Joe? I'm sure
South-
you're doing the rest of them.
South Park: The Fractured Butthole is not
Oh,
dead.
yeah.
This is
That's right.
This is insane to me. I thought this game was like development hell.
No, it's coming out this year.
Then they came out, they just to me at least, they stealth dropped a trailer on YouTube. I just saw
Yeah,
it.
they did. I saw the stealth drop trailer. Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? Clicked on it. October 12th release date.
Do you think this is the game that's getting like they're actually stealth dropping it because they're like, oh fuck, this isn't gonna be good, or do you think they're like, oh, put our time. Hopefully it turns out. Hopefully this is good.
I don't know, but I'm scared because I want it to be good.
Like, are they Bethesdaing it up? Like, just being like, fuck it, whatever, who cares, kind of, and then the game's great? Or are they like...
They went dark on this game, man.
Yeah, I know.
Bethesda's doing some shady
But
shit.
then again, like, I don't think this is made by Bethesda, is it? Oh,
Well,
this
they're
is
published.
right.
It's published.
Bethesda.
I don't know if
God,
they're
yeah,
making it
Bethesda,
internally.
Bethesda's not making it internally. I know that
No.
for a fact. But if they're stealth dropping this and like that just sounds like Bethesda in general, and this game could be great or bad. Like that was Prey for me.
Roll
Prey
the
was stealth dropping.
dice.
That game turned out to be one of my favorite games this whole year. But like,
That's
game
not,
got
that's
dropped on
not
me in, like,
indicative.
day.
Yeah.
yeah. So like I don't know. I don't know.
I think we've talked about our thoughts on the first game briefly. I don't know if we recorded them ever. You like the first
I
game,
think
right?
I like the first game, and you like the first game.
I think it's really funny. I think it's a really cool South Park game. I think it's a bad video game or a bad RPG.
Yeah, I think it's a bad combat system. I think all the stuff around it, like the exploring and stuff, is really good in video game form. I enjoyed going around the town and stuff. I think it works well, most of like the stuff. And,
I
but
think
the
it's very
combat's
funny.
like a really bad Paper Mario game.
Yeah, but people would be like, "Oh, South Park is my game of the year." I'm like, "Dog, you're crazy."
Yeah, that game was like fun, and I played it a few times. But like I play it, then like the combat happens, and I'm like, ah. I think they literally let you skip the combat because it wasn't good.
Yeah, by the end game, you could skip combat and still get experience because like it.
You can do that from the beginning of the game, just doing the cool environmental stuff.
Well, yeah, but there was more of that by the end game. I felt. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
know.
but they're like, yeah, it's not that great.
Like you've done it, and also
Yeah.
combat is just press A to win because like you can't die.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
So-
I was excited when they took to the stage and said that because it was like, oh, they're acknowledging that their combat is bad and they're trying to make it better. And we've talked about you're not excited about the new combat system.
Because it looks like it could be better, but also looks like it could just be the same thing, but with 9 squares instead of the normal setup.
I'm glad to see they're trying something different.
Yeah,
I think the attempt is enough to get me on board.
I think a lot of the things with this game look not great for me humor-wise, like superhero jokes. I'm just not. That's not my bread and butter ever in my lifetime.
They already
is
did
enjoying
you
a
with the Game of Thrones. They already got you with that theming.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't need, like, yeah, I did the Game of Thrones. I'm like, all right, cool, got it. It's like superheroes now because they're big, and I'm like, yeah, okay. Like, I'll give it a shake if it actually comes out. I'll give it a shake. But
You don't like Coon and
We'll
Friends?
see.
You don't think the Coon's funny?
I think no, I never thought the Goon. Then again, I don't think much later season South Park has been funny, and apparently the newest season was somewhat funny, somewhat bad. But like I've been like very up and down on like South Park as time has gone on, and way more down than up usually.
I think that's pretty common. My take on the new season, really good until the final episode, which dropped the ball on everything. They dropped like 5 plot lines, and it was pretty disappointing.
And then like also getting like interviews from them as it was going on made me just not want to watch it even more because I just don't like agree with their takes on stuff that I think are like interesting, and like they decided to do the non-interesting thing with it. And I'm like, all right, cool, all right, you guys do you. I think I'm done with South Park now. But someone else doing, I mean, I don't know. I just don't know. I'll have to really. I'd like to see reviews on it. I like to see like reviews early so I can see if I wanted it. But you know, we'll see reviews
Too
a couple days
bad.
later because Bethesda doesn't like to give their games good press.
It's fine. You can beat that game in a day. They'll have it out the next day.
Yeah, man, I'm so disappointed about Prey still. Like that game not getting its due. I think.
Well, before we even get there, because I'm sure we'll talk about Prey later on.
Yeah, we'll talk about games later.
Final question: does South Park get delayed again? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes.
I want to say yes, just because I never want this game to come out in a way. Like that kind of thing where it's like the game gets delayed forever and then it just becomes Duke Nukem forever and then comes out and sucks. Like I always like that kind of game.
I don't want games
like
to
that-
suck, so
I
I'm
like
gonna take
that
that
story.
stance.
Oh, big man.
Yeah.
Do I think the game's going to come out? I think actually, October 12th, I think it sounds fun. I think it'll come out. Do I want it to? Not really. I don't really want this game, but here we go.
Next news story.
Then I jump into a painting. So I said, here we go.
You know what other game got announced?
What game got announced, Joe?
Harvest Moon: Lights of Hope.
Oh my god.
I'm dying. Excuse me.
Is that
Okay.
your feeling on Harvest Moon? Is that the Harvest Moon feeling?
Yeah. There's nothing much here. They just announced a new Harvest Moon game. That's happening.
Okay. I want to go off tangentially here and break our segments because we do that all the time anyways. I've been replaying Stardew Valley.
Oh Jesus!
So I never got around to beating or like getting as far as I wanted to because
You don't beat Stardew Valley.
You don't beat Stardew Valley, but you can get like far enough to be like, yeah, I'm done. I got far, but like I couldn't do some things that I wanted to do in that game, and so I just stopped playing it. But now you can, and so I'm kind of going back into it. And let me tell you, the game's still good.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's a fun game. That's a good game. I think if I play more of that, I'm gonna be like, well, fuck Harvest Moon and fuck Rune Factory for like 3 years after I play more of this because like you can't play these games really quickly after each other.
Oh man, Rune Factory, yeah. The game that never
Yeah.
ends.
Yo, Rune Factory does not fucking
I
end.
need to go back to Rune Factory and finish that game. Oh wait.
Yeah.
I fucking
Good
love Rune
times.
Factory though, it's great.
Which one did you stop at?
4.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Yeah.
Four's
All right.
four's the one.
Yeah. Four's great.
4's awesome.
I don't know. It's weird. I think I like Stardew Valley's art style just a lot more than Rune Factory's and
I think that's fine. Do
Harvest
you like the
Moon's.
anime or do you like the western? It's
Yeah.
fine.
Do you like the anime or do you just like normal people? And I'm like, I'm more with a normal human face.
They do not look like normal human faces in that game.
It looks like more normal than a fucking anime blob.
No, those are ugly faces. I will not stand for that. Those not the Harvest Moon ones. The
You okay?
Stardew Valley faces are disgusting. I can't stand them.
I think you're freaking out now.
Yeah, you're right. I'm dying. Next
You're
news
right.
story.
New story. Let's go.
We're just gonna rapid fire some of these. There's some Kingdom Hearts 3
Sure.
rumors going around. It's actually been kind of no, like this has been a thing.
Here's some news stories, rumors. It's looking good over.
No, like
It's looking good in Kingdom Hearts 3ville over
just
here.
know the pot is being stirred. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
We'll get
no,
there
No,
later.
get into it. Tell me. I want to know what.
No,
What-
because I don't even
what-
have all the
what-
facts. Because I've separated myself from this bullshit. I don't even want to participate.
What ladle's being what who put the ladle in the pot?
People are
I wanna
talking
know
about
what's
this
happening.
game. This game's coming out. This game's not coming out.
Who the fuck thinks that?
And-
What if that game did get just dropped on E3?
There-
Like, E3 comes out, they just go, also coming out now, and like DLC early for PS4, boom, and it explodes in the background.
Dude, that's like the word is that there's gonna be E3 presence and that this game is like 2018, and I'm like, no fucking way. That's impossible.
See, I could maybe see 2018.
No.
Like, that'd be like crazy, but like the last E3 was like, here's some gameplay, some trailer stuff, which I'm like, alright, but like, who cares? These games never come out. And then if someone wants like that War on the Tree to come out, what if they drop E3? What if an E3 comes out, they show the trailer again? They show the same trailer again, but this time it just ends with 2018.
Nope.
Okay.
Devolver Digital thinks they're having an E3 press conference.
That's crazy.
All these news stories are crazy, man.
I'm actually pretty alright with Devolver doing anything, because Devolver's great.
Do they have enough to fill an E3 press conference? I mean, I guess they
Devolver
do, because they have a
defo.
ton of shit.
Devolver defo has enough to do an E3 press conference. Devolver consistently puts out amazing things. Like, Devolver's one of my favorite publishers.
Devolver's real chill. They're great.
Yeah, they're probably one of my favorite, like, people who do things. Because they put out just a fucking amazing amount of, like, cool games that people just don't. Like, you get, like... you have, like, back here, like, Shadow Warrior, Enter the Gungeon, like, the Talos Principle, Titan Souls, Downwell. I'm not trying to think off the top of my head. Like, those games are, like, some of my favorite games that came out in those years. Luftrausers.
Oh, Loof Trousers.
Actually, I hate Broforce, but, like, that's not one of my favorite games. I fucking hate Broforce. I thought that game was garbage.
That's
I
okay.
played on the PS4, that game fucking sucks.
Just what a weird press conference that's gonna be. It's just a bunch of tiny indie games.
It's gonna be tiny indie games that are amazing is like the thing. Like I don't even care anymore of like what they're like. Oh, you know, like what's Devolver putting out? Like oh, indie games. I'm like, yeah, but each one of them are like I've bought almost every single one of their games. I like them so much. Like Strafe is also them. Strafe was published by them, and that's been pretty cool to play. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, but like
Hotline Miami.
if they're growing like this and they're having an E3 press conference, I think that's very exciting.
Yeah, I know. Like I would just like to be like, they're like, these are the games we think are gonna be great coming out. Like, and they're like, boom, just hitting you with like back to back like awesome trailers, cool developers coming out, who are indie and getting some like actual recognition for like making really cool games. Like that's just cool stuff. I think they know what they're doing.
Now this is not a news story I followed up. I saw a tweet and wrote it down. So
Gotcha. Tell
hopefully
me what
this
the tweet
isn't a
is.
joke or something, but
Let's see. Tweet
I
at
believe
me.
it was tweeted by Devolver Digital. So next up, Etrian Mystery Dungeon 2 is coming out in Japan August
Oh.
31st or July 31st. No, it's August 31st.
So Etrian Mystery Dungeon 2. What the fuck is that?
They made Etrian Mystery Dungeon 1, which is a mystery dungeon game with Etrian Odyssey flair.
Okay, gotcha.
So you make your characters the same way. You have like the iconic ones. You've got like
Yeah.
The Gunsman, you've got the Hexer, you got all of them, you know.
The
The
Hexer.
Hexer, yeah. The
Yeah.
Landsknecht. Like the
You got all
Landsknecht.
those. You got all the names.
You make your classes, you got 5 people, you go through the dungeon. Good stuff.
Yeah,
It's
that
a mystery
sounds.
dungeon game.
Yeah, that sounds like a good time. I
They're
hope it,
making
hopefully it comes out in America.
well, it doesn't matter, because, like, they're making this, they're putting their resources into Etrian Mystery Dungeon 2 instead of Etrian Odyssey 6 or Free Remake or something, I don't know. I
It's
guess they
weird.
have the engine,
They're not.
whatever.
They're not putting a lot of work in those other Etrian games. Maybe something's in the writings on the wall. Maybe.
Well, it's a 3DS game. We got more 3DS games on the horizon, so...
Oh, thank God. Can I play it? Can I put that 3DS game on my Switch?
I just need 5. Just give me 5 Atlas, please.
Yeah, honestly, that's all we want. Are you kind of like having like you think withdrawal maybe like actual like?
I can go back to 2 anytime. I'm halfway through that game.
That's true. You're still working on it.
But I'm just scared, though, because I don't want the legacy to die.
I think a 6 game will come out.
I do. I really think so.
But to say will that 6 game be like the last thing they make and it won't be that good? Also, in my head.
I trust that team to adapt to the Switch or whatever they have to do. I think they're competent enough to make something work in the future.
Yeah, I think it's a good team. They've obviously made really great games.
I think they know how to make the games they make.
I think they still know how to tell a story, but they're getting there.
I think 3 is a good story.
All right, I think you like the lore and
Yeah,
the
I
setting
do.
a lot.
Yeah,
It's
I do.
the story part.
Well, because a
might
big
not
part of
be
it
able to
is
hold
it's you
up.
make your own story. It's like you get to make your own party,
You're right,
and
you
so
can-
much
you
of it is
can.
about you just attaching the stuff to your characters, and I think that's a
Yeah.
huge draw for it.
I think that's the good part, but then they started making a story mode.
No one's gonna defend the untold stories. Like I'm not
That's
doing.
all I'm saying.
I'm not
That's
defending
all I'm
that.
That's all I'm saying.
I like
Joe,
3
ugh.
where it's you grow your band together and then you go fight a giant space Cthulhu because there's a space tree keeping it prison at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah. It all makes sense.
Which route did you take in Etrian Odyssey 3? Did you take the good guy route or the bad? Which route did you take?
Bad guy route.
Wait, so who'd you side with? The town people or the Sea King?
Oh, the Sea King.
Oh yeah, I did too. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
You know, fuck up that princess. You're gonna kill her. She's a fish man. She had to die. Side with
She
the
had to die.
You side with the robot people because they know what's going on.
No, fuck the robot people. Also,
You could have gone the true neutral route.
I
Wait.
hate robots.
Well, you sided with
Start
the
one.
robots.
I know, I fucked up. I wish I could be I wish you could do like the always the third option, which is like I'm gonna do this myself and just fuck everything up.
That is the third option.
It's the best option. But I have to go play that game like again one day.
Yeah, play the
Not
game
like-
3
not-
times.
Not like play it like I did 5 years ago and kind of forget everything.
One Piece Unlimited World Red Deluxe is coming to PS4, Steam, and Switch.
What's that game, Joe?
It's a dumb One Piece game. Some people think it's the best One Piece game. It's all right.
Is it like a what type of game is it? Like
Not a Muso.
okay.
It's the closest thing to a real video game One Piece will probably ever
Are you
get.
saying Muso's not a real video games? I'm about to like stand up and exit this room.
Okay, Muso games are their own special breed. You know what? Can you go on a rant about Muso games for just a quick sec for me?
Like want me to talk about
Yes,
Muso games?
yes. Just talk about your history
Oh.
with Muso games.
I played. I did not play really any till. I can hear you fucking hitting your microphone, dog. What do you do? Stop it. Sounds awful. Musa games. I've played almost every Dynasty Warriors game now. All of them are really bad or really good at the same exact time. Very funny, and especially the earlier ones, the like 3 and 2, have like super hilarious dialogue in English. That's kind of fucking amazing, where they say cow cow a lot. But they're really fun, energetic rock games, kind of. They're like good for chilling out. And those games, if you bump up that difficulty, are very difficult. And there's like 100 spin-offs of them that are really interesting and unique in their own ways that add like a really cool flavor to the game. I think Hyrule Warriors is a game people slept on a bit. I think that game's actually really fucking good. I think that game sold well enough. But like, you're like, it's whatever. It's Dynasty Warrior games. Like, that game's really solid in ways that like Dynasty Warriors hasn't been as solid as Hyrule Warriors was in like years. So I'm excited for Fire Emblem Warriors.
You really
So
think Fire Emblem Warriors is going to be that good, Chase? I was going for the smooth transition.
Yeah.
Sorry, let me peel back the curtain. I haven't been able to breathe for the past like 10 minutes.
Oh fuck.
My nose has just been full of garbage.
Full of all that no snot.
But I can breathe again now. Oh my god.
I like Hyrule Warriors a lot. I thought the game was like great comparatively to like most Dynasty Warrior games that have been coming out.
Wow. One Piece has 3 of those games. There are 3 Musou One Piece games.
Yeah, I know. I never played any of them because I don't like One Piece that much. But then again, I haven't really read or watched One Piece that much, so.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm a big One Piece fanatic. Like
I know.
I'm very.
I feel like I'm gonna like at this summer be like, I've got time playing Stardew Valley and just like pop in One Piece and see where that train takes me maybe.
Well, disclaimer. The manga is significantly better than the anime. I think that's a well-known fact.
I'll just skip the filler parts and just watch the good ones.
Yeah, that's fine too. The quality
like
of like the main arcs though get really bad like in the present day.
Oh.
It's good in the past, like it's good for the first 500 episodes, but after that it just goes to garbage.
And then maybe I just won't watch it at all at that point.
Well, no, you can watch the first 500.
Tell me the first 500, Archie.
Well, I mean, even I watch it still now. It's fine. It's just not great. It's serviceable.
I know that's the one I think shonen manga that has more more female readers than male readers.
I think that's
what
right.
I've read. Yeah, it's what I've read. That's what people have kept saying.
I have hyperbolic feelings about One Piece.
Yeah, you like it.
I love it. Like that's like one of my favorite things. Like period. I wrote on my page. It turns out my Japanese professor likes One Piece too. That was real nice to see.
Keeping the fans alive.
Keeping the fans alive. My like old Japanese.
Tell me about this One Piece
professor.
game.
So it's part of the line where it's like an action brawler. So not a Musou game. It's more like you can play as every single. It sounds like a Musou game when I describe it, but it's not like. You're not hitting a million troops at the same time. It's not as much emphasis on like the combo aspect. It's got a little bit of like light RPG elements. So like you have stats and like just weird attributes going on.
Like Dynasty Warriors.
But it's actually like much simpler in the combat department.
Well, how simple is it? Is it just press square?
It's like you have a few moves and there's not many, and it does turn into I'm just pressing square over and over again.
Do you press like square, square, triangle, then you do a combo?
Once. Look, it sounds so much like a Musou game, but it's not, because you're not running around. You're not capturing objectives ever. There's more focus on like exploration and actually collecting like loot and then using those items to synthesize stuff. And there's like a town. Right. You're building up the town. You're using it to upgrade items. You can upgrade your stats that way.
So this sounds like a Musou game.
It's not, but I totally see the comparison. You'd have to sit down and play it for yourself to understand. There's like fishing,
when's
there's
it coming
bug catching.
Out?
Well, it's been out since 2014. It came out on 3DS and PS3.
So it's coming for PS4 now.
It's coming out for PS4, Steam, and Switch is the notable one. So we have a One Piece game for the Switch.
When's it coming out?
I believe this summer. I believe August.
That's interesting. So it's One Piece Pirate Warrior. What's it called?
Unlimited World Red. Pirate Warriors is the Musou
Okay, yeah, Unlimited World Red. Yeah, okay. I actually remember that when that game, 2014, that game came out.
Yes.
I remember seeing that around my store at GameStop, seeing that like Unlimited World Red, just kind of hanging around in some place and being like, "Who the fuck likes these?" And
I bought it day one.
But how was Unlimited World Red?
It's fine. Original? It's fine. It's nothing remarkable.
Is that your favorite One Piece game?
My favorite One Piece game is Unlimited Adventure, which is in the same sort of series, because One Piece games have a bunch of branching series.
Yeah.
This is an earlier entry. I think people widely regard Unlimited Adventure as a bad game. I think it probably is a bad game, but for whatever reason, I just really like it.
Okay.
It's just like a big dumb game.
Gotcha.
I think all these games are just games for One Piece fans. Like, if you don't like One Piece, like, do not touch these games, because they're mediocre at best.
Those Pirate Warrior games? Are those the Musou ones, right?
I hear those are alright. I can't speak to them. I've never even touched Dynasty Warriors in general, so...
I just want to yell Gomu Mumu Rocket.
You can do that.
Okay, then I think I'm in.
Yeah, they're
What
not
does
fun if
y'all
you don't like One Piece.
Go Moo Moo Machine Gun Fist?
The joy is to be able to play as Big Man Frankie, and then he puts down a turret, and then you can man the turret and shoot rockets. It's great.
That sounds all right. Yeah,
One of
okay, that sounds all right.
one of his moves is he poses. It's fantastic.
Gotcha. What's the? Is there like a pistol one that the rubber boy uses?
Gum Gum Pistol.
Luffy?
That's just one.
Yeah.
That's one-handed punch.
It's real strong though. It's a pistol shot.
Well, yeah, he
Strong
like
as a pistol
just
shot.
pops his fist like he's going for a punch, but it just shoots super fast and comes right back to him.
Gotcha. And then he can speed up his metabolism because he's rubber.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's how he goes Super Saiyan.
Look, that's how I've watched a little bit of One Piece. I got some knowledge. Turns his hand into iron and then throws it like a cannonball.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Peeking ahead, I've been playing that game because I never finished it, so that's one of the many games I've playing since the break.
You've been playing the old One Piece games again.
Not the old one, just this one, because I wanted to get it done. I wanted to get out of the way.
That's an old one. So I'm saying one of the old ones.
Yeah, 3 years old.
Yeah,
Because I was like, I'm thinking of playing this, and then I googled like, hey, let me watch the trailer again, and then I saw the announcement came out like literally hours beforehand that it was coming to these new platforms. I was like, well, I gotta play it now. I'm halfway through it, and then Fire Emblem came in the mail, so spoiler for that too.
Yeah. Well, other news.
Last piece of news I have that's worth talking about. Chase.
None of it.
I have the best-selling games of 2017, the top 10.
Holy shit! Of like from right now to May.
From about a week ago ish.
Okay, let's hear the. Oh man, it's gonna be disappointing, isn't it? You just like, I like got excited. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be sad. I bet.
Yeah, you will be. Guess the number one game.
I don't know what's come out this year though.
Let me tell you, some of these games on here didn't come out this year.
Yeah. Oh, great. Just fucking tell me them. I'm gonna be sad.
Number 10 is an MLB game. I didn't get the end of it. Well, fuck me.
MLB 16 got it.
Probably.
17. It's gonna be MLB 17. Is that they always go ahead a year.
Probably.
Yeah.
Number 9, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare.
That's good. You know what? I think that game is good. I think that game got a little slept on. I don't think the multiplayer is fantastic, but I wish they'd just take everything from that campaign and make that into every new Call of Duty games. I think that campaign's really fucking cool. I think having extra missions that are all unique is a really cool thing you should do in your Call of Duty games.
Number 8, NBA 2K17.
Woo!
Number 7, GTA 5.
Woo.
Yeah, that's the sad one to me.
Man. Fuck.
Yeah. Number 7. Yeah. No, that's number 7. Number 6.
That was
Resident Evil 7.
Okay.
Give me some slack for that. Come on.
Yeah, that's cool.
Also, that game sold a lot for it to chart there.
Yeah.
Let's talk about
that's why
that.
I mean, I told you about this. Was that did I tell you about that? Or was that a podcasting where like they? No, I didn't tell you that. They delayed Resident Evil 7. This was going to stories a little bit. They delayed the Resident Evil 7 DLC, and like the reason was like this game sold more than we thought it would, and this DLC isn't up to par, and it's free DLC that they're doing as like an extension to the story.
Wow.
Like, we're delaying this because it's just not up to par what we think people think of this game, and we're just delaying it.
No idea this game was that much of a hit.
Yeah, the game has been super. Like, I don't even think they thought it was gonna be this popular. Like, it was such a weird thing for them to do. Like they. I don't even think they were like even knew what they were doing with it. Almost like this. It's just like such like a like they didn't know what was gonna happen with this game either. And it's like the fucking coolest thing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, like this game's been like really like up there as like cool things for me, and I'm really excited to play this DLC whenever it comes out. But they put it in the delay because they're like, man, it's not up to par, we think. Which is like a very honest thing to say.
Capcom's back, baby.
Yeah, we're doing it again, boys.
Number 5, Mass Effect. Andromeda.
The original? Okay,
no, Andromeda.
Like,
Sorry,
like,
Andromeda.
All right,
yeah.
bringing it back.
Andromeda.
All right, we'll talk about that later.
Number 4, Horizon Zero Dawn.
All right, good. I want to see the second sequel of that game be just as cool as the first one. So.
All right. What do you think the top 3 games are?
What? I feel like they're not going to be new games. It's like the thing.
They're all games that came out this year.
Oh fuck. God. I was gonna say Yakuza 0, but I know that's not true.
God, what a fucking joke. I wish.
Yeah, right. Like, what if it was Yakuza 0?
We hope that game sells more than 100,000 copies.
That game sold more than 100,000.
I know. Thank God. Yeah. That's the joke. Is traditionally.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what came out that I've been playing that's been New and
I'm just gonna
good.
hit you with it. You
Just
ready?
yeah, just tell me. Just fucking hit me with it.
Number 3, Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Of course, yeah. All right. What have I been fucking? What am I doing here?
Which is fucking
Yeah.
crazy that it sold number 3, considering... Well, it's on the Wii U. I take it back. Never mind. I was thinking just
Yes, on
Switch.
the Wii U.
Yeah,
Because I
okay.
played on the Wii U.
Number 2, For Honor.
Wow. What?
That feels disgusting.
That game was. That game was. Man. That game. What?
Now, I don't know if these are probably physical. We should probably preface this. Well, maybe not, because
Yeah.
GTA.
Yeah, GTA. I don't know.
Again, I saw these from a tweet. Oh no. This is just a fun activity. Whatever. And number 1, Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Oh, that's.
I'm
disgusting.
disgusted. Ubisoft's big dick just slap me with it.
Slap me with that pecker.
Oh my god, yeah. Ubisoft takes the cake, because For Honor's Ubisoft as well, right?
Yeah, For Honor is Ubisoft. I almost said Wildlands is For Honor.
Wildlands is also Ubisoft, yes.
Yeah.
Ubisoft doing it right. I look at Ghost Recon and I'm like, I'm not happy with that game, and now it's just the best selling game of the year.
I don't even think people who like that, like even Thomas who likes that game, like thinks there are problems with that game.
But
And
man,
Thomas is like a shill.
they're doing something right. People buy their shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's 4-player co-op, shoot 'em up. Don't have to think too hard.
I guess it's as mainstream as it gets, right?
Shoot people that aren't white. Yeah, like it's a pretty normal ass game, and like it's not that good, but like it has everything you want. It has open world. It's got co-op, and if you don't have co-op, you got teammates that can shoot for you. You've got collect things to upgrade your points. It's like all those things people like in games. Man, that's disappointing.
I would have expected like an Overwatch to sneak in there too.
Yeah, I guess I think Overwatch was so big that like I don't know if it can get bigger. You know?
Everyone already bought it.
Yeah.
Not
I mean,
me.
you think that with GTA too, but
But
like
GTA is the game that keeps giving.
never dies.
Yeah, like where's Minecraft on this list? Seriously, came out on the
I think
Switch.
Minecraft has officially gone like the way of like all the way it can go. I don't know if Minecraft can actually get any bigger.
I thought that years ago. I thought Minecraft
think
died 4 years ago, and it's not.
No, I mean it's still not dead. There's like
It
the whole
just
team of
came
Microsoft
to
who
the
just works on it.
It just came to the Switch,
Yeah.
which is a
I
great
think
place to play Minecraft. In all honesty, what a perfect device
that's-
for it.
Man, what the fuck, Minecraft? I haven't played Minecraft in forever.
Dude, I'd play it on the Switch. I'm not even kidding. I would.
I put it on the Switch. I don't know, whatever.
That's all my news.
So what have you been playing recently then?
Oh man. Oh Chase. So Joe Lungi.
Start off with
Everyone thinks Joe Lungi doesn't play games. Joe Lungi
I mean-
plays games.
Joe has now started playing games again.
Yeah, I'm back, baby.
Finally for the podcast.
So I came home. As is tradition, I have to play a Kingdom Hearts game. So
Wait, this is wait, what?
I play at least 2 Kingdom Hearts games a year,
Okay,
start to finish. At least, usually more.
that's wild.
Yeah. So this time I picked up Chain of Memories again. Chain of Memories. Finished that up. That was pretty good.
How long did that take you to? What did you play that on, and how long did it take you?
PS3. I played
Gotcha.
a specific part of it that is special, which I don't want to talk about for spoiler's sake for you.
Gotcha.
I beat it in 8 hours.
Because there's like a side mode path almost, is what you're like implying.
No, it's more like a new game. It's complicated. I don't want to even like let
Okay.
you in on this, but we can just skip
Gotcha.
over it. Card-based battle systems. We were talking about that with Phantom
Yeah,
Dust.
yeah.
I know it's a very polarizing kind of way of battling, but I love weird battle systems.
Yeah, you if you like Chain of Memories, and what I know of it, which is very little, is like you pick your cards and you go into battle, and you can like use a deck to fight. Is like
Building
what I've
decks.
heard. Build deck. You'll like Phantom Dust.
Well, it took me a long time to like Chain of Memories. I think it's easily the most polarizing game in the series. Probably has the best writing. Weirdly enough, everyone thinks that's
Weird.
crazy. You play that game, I played it again. Easily the best writing in the series. It's like really good.
That's a bit wild. All right,
No, I promise. Anyway,
I don't doubt it, but all
the
right.
the combat is just so different and weird, but like those boss battles are intense because you're just like it's like you're trying to hit each other with higher numbers cards, so you're saving onto these zeros, you're breaking each other's combos. It gets so crazy, but it's so intense. Like that game is meant for boss battles. That's
Okay,
kind of how I
alright.
feel.
So
and
how's,
they're
like,
hard.
The normal combat go then is like just really easy then.
It's fine. You can kind of It's almost a system built around not letting you button mash because you can get punished really hard for it. But I find that there's a lot of ways to get around that, and you can still just button mash if you really are set on it. But it's not fun to do it. Obviously, it's more fun to do all the creative stuff and make your combos and throw stuff together. But I don't think like the day-to-day combat is anything to write home about. It's really when you get to those one-on-one boss encounters and you're really put to the test because that game gets so hard.
Okay, cool. And so did you play it like on critical or something or what?
Yeah, I played it on Proud, which was the hardest difficulty.
Okay, I
That
only know. So Proud's like the earlier, harder difficulties, and switched up to critical, right?
Yeah, some games don't have
Yeah,
critical difficulty. And
just
that game
Proud.
requires you to beat it on every difficulty, and they don't stack for trophies, so that's great.
That sucks. I hate that. I like the stacking of like you beat on normal. Here's your easy trophy too.
They should stack. That's pretty
Yeah,
gross.
that's a really smart. That's like one of my favorite things I did. That I was like, oh, I'm gonna play this game on normal, and I was like, oh, and you got the easy trophy. I'm like, oh, cool. I don't have to go back and do it on easy if I want to actually try to get a platinum, which I never do. But one day,
Beat this
maybe.
game 6 times.
You beaten that game 6 times?
Oh, I've beaten it more than 6 times, but like in order to get the trophy, you have to.
Fuck, that's ridiculous.
And I don't have the trophy because I've only beaten this version twice now.
So now you gotta like beat on easy.
Yeah,
That sounds like a chore.
it's fine. I'll do it.
It's
I'll
okay.
do it in like another year. It's fine.
Alrighty.
So
What
moving
else?
on after that, went to the retro game store.
Oh yeah, your retro game store. What'd you pick up?
They did not have Super Metroid or Final Fantasy II, which is Final Fantasy IV. I was
Yeah.
devastated because I've
Heartbroken.
I've seen Super Metroid and Final Fantasy II on their shelf, and they didn't have it.
Did you ask him what's up?
I did, and he's like, "Yeah, Final Fantasy II. Not a lot of people are selling it. I see more copies of Earthbound." I was like, "That's insane to me."
Pick up a copy. Then you instantly pick up a copy of Earthbound, right?
Drop $200 in Earthbound. Yep.
Yeah,
No,
easy.
no. I did get the third game on my wish list, which was Castlevania Aria of Sorrow.
Gotcha. So you playing that?
I beat that
How was that?
6 to 8 hours, if I remember right. It was real good. It was really good.
Aria of Sorrow's a charmer.
Did you play it?
Yeah, I've played Aria of Sorrow.
That is the GBA one. You play as Soma Cruz,
Yeah.
a Japanese exchange student
Yeah.
in the year 2035.
Uh-huh.
There's an eclipse. You jump into the eclipse, into this dark realm where Castlevania resides.
Yeah.
You meet this dude who is clearly Alucard, but he doesn't say he's Alucard.
I'm not Alucard.
And then it turns out I was Dracula the whole time.
Yeah.
Which is,
So-
it's cool. I like it.
So you got the full ending, correct?
I didn't like 100% everything because you have to get like all of the monster souls, and I was not about to do that.
Yeah, you don't need to do that. But you got like the actual ending.
Yeah, I
ending.
beat the final true boss.
Okay, gotcha. Cool. All
Of
right,
course,
making sure.
I'm no schmuck.
That game's great. That game's a great Castlevania game.
Yeah, so this is my second Castlevania game, and I loved Symphony of the Night. And this one, it's very inspired from it, obviously. It's from that train of the split of the series. And there's a
Yeah.
few more in between I skipped over. There's 2 earlier GBA ones, so I missed that evolution. But this feels very much like incredibly Symphony of the Night. Like,
Yeah,
to a
and-
T.
And it was like the real follow-up to Symphony of the Night. Like, truly.
From my research, it seemed this was the most faithful to it. Like, those other 2
Yeah.
did some weird stuff, and this one is very faithful.
Yeah.
And it definitely is. And I think I still like Symphony of the Night better. I think Symphony of the Night did a lot of the stuff better, did it first, obviously, but I think the tweaks they made are very cool and make it, like, have its own merits, for sure.
Yeah, I love the soul system in that game
Yeah.
a lot.
I
I think
think-
it's super cool.
I think, like, the idea of beating monsters and getting their powers is always really, like, engaging.
And it can make each playthrough a little different because you can get different souls quicker or slower than other times you play the game. So unless you're gonna really grind it out, which I think that's like against the merit of what that game wants to be.
Yeah, like, going back and being like, alright, let's get every demon soul now
Let's
is,
get
like...
that treant let's kill that treant, boys. Like, no, I guess not what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, you're just going through and you're like, oh, sweet, I just got this devil
Yeah, I got
attack.
this weird fucking. What does this do? It's like, oh, it's gonna be strength plus 2. And you're like, oh, interesting. I'm gonna use these weapons now. Like,
Yeah.
I like it.
And then you beat my favorite boss, Legion. You get that
Yeah,
triple
Legion.
laser.
You get laser beams.
Oh, it's pretty good.
You need to play Dawn of Sorrow now.
I have Dawn of Sorrow. I originally booted it up, saw it was a sequel, immediately closed it. So,
Yeah, you'll like Dawn of Sorrow too. I don't like some of the touchscreen stuff in that game, because it is a DS game.
And they gotta do touchscreen stuff. It's on the
They
DS.
gotta do touchscreen stuff, and it's like they only do like one touchscreen thing, and even that is like still too much for me.
Aw.
But Dawn of Sorrow is good. Portrait of Ruin also good.
Everyone says Order of Ecclesia is the best, actually, on
Order
the
of
DS.
Ecclesia is a fucking wild trip.
Is it?
To me, to this day, it is just a fucking. What is that game?
I can't wait. It sounds great.
Because it's so not connected to Castlevania in a weird way. Like, where they're like, fuck it, we're doing this. And you're like, wait, what? And it's like, oh, what the fuck is going on over here? And it's like so weirdly tied to It's. What a time. What a time to be alive.
That sounds
Order of
good.
Ecclesia.
That's what I want.
Yeah, you'll like them all. I think you'll like each one, like, because they're all really good Symphony of the Night games with different ways of doing things.
Yeah, just really, really good. I was craving that Metroidvania. I was actually going to play Metroid Prime, but I was like, well, I'm gonna get Super Metroid. I can't do this back to back, and da-da-da. So sorry, I did not play Metroid Prime. Didn't mean to break your heart.
You played you played Aria of Sorrow, so I'm like, okay, that's one of my favorite games.
Is it really one of your favorite games?
Yeah, that was like the fucking coolest GBA game you could get. Like, who fucking cared about Pokemon? I was playing Aria of Sorrow.
It's a top 3 GBA game for me now.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Which, I was playing with the GBA. I was playing on the original hardware. Fantastic device. I love that thing.
GBA is... I was playing on SP, because, like, that's the actual...
I'm sorry,
device.
that's what I was playing on.
Yeah. Like,
love the SP.
Original Game Boy Advance. Actually not that great.
Yeah.
SP. Really fucking awesome.
I love the SP. I actually think, because I've been playing on my DS now too, I think my GBA SP has a longer battery life than my 3DS.
That's wild.
Like, just anecdotally.
That's pretty crazy. That's true.
Great little
crazy
system,
if
though.
True.
Great little system.
Great. That was like the perfect handheld thing. Like, small enough to really fit in your pocket easily, even as a kid. Game slid right in so they didn't pop out anywhere. Like, perfect, everything.
I hardlined it pretty hard, though, so I was feeling the hand cramp by the end. Because, was I going.
I don't know how I can't play handheld games for long on anything. Even like my PS Vita, which was like comfortable, it's not.
So let's take a break. I want to hear what you've been playing.
I beat Prey.
Yes.
Probably before I left, I beat Prey. I think. No, wait. I don't want to beat Prey, but I beat it. That took me like probably 8 to 12 hours.
Okay, that's what I would expect. That's how long.
Or maybe a little bit longer. I actually don't remember that game. That game felt a little long in the tooth by the end of it. Like.
Okay.
I felt that game could have been 3 hours shorter. And I've been way more happy with that.
Interesting.
There are some problems I have with that game. Like, I don't like some of the environment stuff. I don't like some of the respawning enemies constantly coming back. In areas you don't go to for a bit, the enemies just respawn there, and there'll be newer and harder enemies there.
Oh.
I don't know if I enjoy that as much, because you have to go through a lot of areas a lot of the time, like similar times over and over again for side quests that I was doing. But I think that game's really fucking cool. And, like, I can play through that game again in a completely new and different way. Next time I play, because I decided not to use any alien powers.
Yeah, which is like, I plan on only using alien powers.
Yeah, because like they give you like a trade-off for it. They're like, hey, I'm going to spoil this part for you. It's very small. The trade-off is like you get attacked by the system security, and the games are meant to hunt down Typhoon, which are the monsters. They're called Typhoon.
I can handle it.
Since you're injecting Typhoon into yourself, you start become like being more alien.
I love that. I absolutely love that concept.
And like the ending of the game, I heard some people didn't like it. I thought the ending was really cool. Like, it was really interesting.
I don't want to hear that.
I know you don't want to hear the ending, but like, so remember I told you I got like that weird ending.
Yeah,
that, like,
the eject ending.
Just kind of killed me and then restarted me.
Does the real ending do that?
It ties into that in like a way that like was like, oh, I could have seen like what they said tied into that in a really cool way. Like, now I understand why that was said. It was spectacular. I like the story. It's very subdued. Doesn't like give you a lot of story at the beginning. Kind of like really starts pressing home at the end. You're just kind of going around exploring the world. I think the world feels super real. I think they also like they hardline you in some ways. Like, you can't. I only felt one time I couldn't go somewhere was one time in that game, which was really cool to me. Though I didn't like try to explore everything right away, I didn't like just go everywhere. They were like, sometimes they're like, hey, you don't have the key card for this, but I could find that key card if I went really hard looking for it, I think.
Or you could turn into a
Like,
coffee cup and bypass it.
yeah, yeah. There's like a lot of things you can do in that game. There's like one time where it was like you just can't go here yet. And
That's
I think it's
lame.
pretty much like,
That's disappointing then. I
yeah,
would
but
be,
it
yeah.
was like at like this 8 hour mark of that game, and like I just like went down there for no reason, kind of, and it was like this is just blocked off. And I went back there, and there's nothing else changed except like now it was just like you're just good to go now.
Is that just the end game content? Is it's like this is the
No, it was like
end?
just one little room. It's like it's just this one little room that like kind of has a special scenario that goes on in it. That was really it.
Weird.
But like, but even then, like they give you like the exit to the area right next to that. So like, hey, this is like, don't worry, you're not gonna have to backtrack too much to get out of here or whatever. Like, here's your exit, just leave and you can come back. So they give you a shortcut to go back there to bypass a lot of it.
But why
Like
not
that
just
area
let
just
you
went
go
through?
to it in the first place? Like that seems really
Because
arbitrary.
you can do something there that could like jeopardize things in the game.
Oh, all right.
Like it's a very special events there. So I understand why they block it off. It was just like, oh, okay. But it was one area in like this whole game that felt blocked off. Like
Yeah.
other areas are blocked off through skills, like you don't have the skill for it yet. But then I realized like I could have just gone and done this and just didn't see it, and I could have gone through that area easier again.
Okay.
Like I'm like, oh, you need level 4 hacking to get through here. But then I realized as I went back there, I could have gone up there at the beginning of the game.
Huh.
Because like I didn't see the solution because I didn't see the solution because they didn't show me the exact solution yet in game, you know.
You didn't know how to play at that point.
Yeah, I didn't like understand what I could do. I think you're gonna have like that same experience. You might not like it as much as I do, because I'm a sucker for anything System Shocky, sci-fi, weird tales, really cool story. I like the corporate, like very subdued, like everyone kind of freaking out on a ship, but like telling HR first, and then everyone's trying to taking matters in their own hand, and like also all the little corporate stories that go on of like these dudes making like crossbows that shoot foam bullets, you know. And they're all having like weird, like they're like playing like hunting games, like fake hunting games. Like, there's like a dude, you find all of his weapons stored up and like a crosswalk on top of a maintenance area because he's been going up there and shooting his friends when they weren't paying attention because they were playing a game. Like there's just weird shit happening in that game, like really cool side stories that like are fun and really engross you in the world.
Are there
It's
side
good
quests?
shit. Oh yeah, there's a bunch.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I wouldn't expect a game like that to have side quests either.
And then like I realized like I found a side quest that I couldn't complete at the end of the game because like things had happened. I just couldn't go to these areas anymore.
Because of choices you made.
Because like the game was like, this is the end of the game. Like you just can't go here anymore.
Oh.
Like we're wrapping this up. You have to go where you need to go. But it's like something's happened. But I think I could actually go to that area that I didn't know I could go to now because I know where that area is in the game. You know what I mean? Like,
Huh.
like what I thought was like something I couldn't find, I could find now. You know, like it was like a hidden secret that now I know where it is. I can go there earlier and find that cool thing.
Are you gonna start a new game? Like, are you?
I'm thinking about it, but also I'm trying to play through a bunch of other stuff. So
Of course.
I'm trying to figure my balance of my time. Like I'm still like on my second playthrough of Resident Evil 7. So like I still got things I need to do in these games, but I really liked it. I'm probably gonna play through it again. I want to use the alien powers because like how you get them is fun. You can level up so much in that game that you get a lot of stuff. So I would try it out.
I'm excited to play it. I can't wait to
Yeah.
talk to you about it once I have.
Yeah, I can't wait for you to be like, whatever. Like that's what I feel like people are gonna be like. But I think that game's really cool. I think it's sometimes I don't think some of the 0G stuff is that much fun, like floating in space because you get to go out in space in areas in that game. But I also like thought they weren't that great, and they're like, oh, you don't get to explore that much in them. And then like I got a side quest where I went to an area in that area that was like really confined for me and found new stuff in there again. Like they still hid stuff from me,
Huh.
and like what I would consider an area that was really hard for me to get through. Like things you think like, oh, I just can't get through there. This is a video game. It's like, no, turn into a fucking circuit board and go through it, you idiot. Like, don't worry. Apparently, the games I've seen speedruns of that game. It's apparently really easy to break that game in some areas. Like,
Oh,
there's
I
still
would
glitches
imagine.
and stuff. And I've seen like people go on the outside of the world and like climb up it with the glue gun in weird ways. Like it's been a game that's been interesting to watch people play it. But it's cool. I really like that game. I would recommend anyone to try it out. If they like BioShock, if they like System Shock, that game's a really cool mesh of those two in interesting ways.
I think cool is a great way to describe Prey.
Yeah, and like that game has like six sound scores in that game. Like it's like there's like an OST for that game. It's like 6 songs.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it a
It's
good
like,
6 songs?
So I like the intro song a lot. Only and like also only three of those songs can be used for the whole game, probably.
Oh no.
And they're great because there's not a lot of sound. There's not a lot of like music in that game. It's very much you are walking through with no music.
Yeah, I would have think it'd be just a lot of diegetic sound.
And so like the music is like, oh, you started the fight and it just gets in your face and it's loud and it's angry and it's awesome.
Huh.
Like I like the music. I like the kind of stuff. It's so used so sparingly, but the intro track for like the game where you first really started off, fantastic. Probably one of my favorite sounds, like music pieces of this year.
Wow.
It was just like it works in one level and it works in another level later on. Oh, it's cool.
But is it as
like
cool as you'll never see it coming?
Yeah, no, I don't know. It was also like, is it as good as the Yakuza 0 disco soundtrack?
I don't know.
Maybe.
No,
So, like,
no, it's
you-
not. No, it's not.
It's Persona 5's soundtrack and Yakuza 0 soundtrack are still the best soundtracks this year. It's super obvious. Persona 5 might beat out Yakuza 0, but also Yakuza 0 might beat out Persona 5 because both those soundtracks are fantastic.
I hear Nier soundtrack's real good too.
I know, right? We're flush with soundtracks.
What a wonderful time.
Yeah, what a great year, and like what a like good surprise hits coming out. Like
Year of
Prey.
Dreams.
Like that was Year of Dreams, and I also was playing. So I'm gonna take my next game.
Yep.
Mass Effect Andromeda.
All right.
I've been like cracking into that.
Close
really
the
hard.
books. Did you finish?
No, man. I did
Damn
not finish.
it.
This
I
game is
thought
Persona 5 long.
I thought you finished it.
I have not. I don't even think I'm close.
Oh,
is the thing.
jeez. I thought it was
It
like
seems-
60 hours.
Dude, I'm like 60 hours in, and I'm like I got to the part where it's like, here's the main story, and I've been doing everything else. Like, I think I could stop and beat the game, maybe. But, like, I'm enjoying my time kind of roaming around the world and, like, doing side quests for my teammates, like, doing the loyalty missions.
Okay. I
and
bet all the
it's-
reviewers got to 60 hours and just said, I need to finish, is what actually happened.
Yeah, I don't doubt that. I mean, like, also giving them the game, like, one day before it comes out.
Is
Not
that-
a good, not a... I think that's
Oh,
what happened. I'm pretty
oh,
sure that's what happened. So, like, yeah, of course. They're gonna, like, try to, like, fucking finish that thing quickly.
Okay.
That game has, like, so many ups and downs. Is like, the problem. Like, the game's, like, an up and down adventure of, like, here's, like, a great thing. Like, here's a good character moment that's really cool. Like, I did one side quest that let me give the answers I wanted to give, you know, in a game. Like, it was this. It was like, alright, so, I guess spoilers for a side quest in this game. A loyalty mission, actually. At the end, turns out this person betrayed someone for information that would help your cause. Like, this would be useful for us completely, and then that person became a Pathfinder, because you're a Pathfinder, but every arc for their race becomes a Pathfinder too. Like, Asari get their own Pathfinder, Turians get their Pathfinder, humans got their Pathfinder, which is you. And so, but if a Pathfinder dies, it passes on to the next person they pick. And so this person betrayed their Pathfinder for information that would help everyone out in the end and just didn't save her, you know? And then she becomes Pathfinder. And so my option was like, you have to tell everyone that you fucked up and like you're the big fuck up was like my thing. Because I'm like, first of all, everyone here's real pissed off and like my teammates real pissed off, so you gotta tell everyone you fucked up. And they're like, okay, so we're gonna get rid of you as Pathfinder. And I gotta say like, no, that's still your best Pathfinder. Like, the person you don't trust, you have to work with. Sorry. And like that, I thought that was a good. Like, finally, I got to be like in the Mass Effect game, give all my options I wanted to give, instead of just being like, this person fucked up, they can't be Pathfinder, and like that's it, you know. Like, I got to, like,
so
ride
you
the
got
line
to
of being,
do
like,
you got to do what you thought was the right thing, but also
Yeah.
say like, hang on now, let's let
yeah,
her
but like
still
also like
be.
this is like gray here. You fucked up. You can't be Pathfinder. Like, you have to be Pathfinder still, but you also have to earn everyone's trust back because like you fucked up like for reals.
Oh, that's nice. It wasn't like that all
Yeah.
or nothing bullshit where it's like,
Yeah,
do the right
like, that
thing
was,
and
like-
lose everything, or
Like, that's a great like end of that question. Like, everyone's like kind of like, yeah, I get, like, because like the other person who's like the next option, like with everyone like a green recruit who is good, but like I'm not gonna give it to like the person who wrote the person who like who sells a job, like wrote battle manuals that everyone reads, who's like a perfect warrior. I'm like, no, that person stays as the Pathfinder. So they're like, Pathfinders are like above the law, do whatever you want for this colony to make it live. Like, that's what your job pretty much is, to scout worlds and make them work.
I
You can
respect
do
that.
in any means. And so I was like, no, this person, like, A, they betrayed the Pathfinder, but A, was for good information that I understand. For one, it's like, it's good shit. B, but you also have to say you fucked up because, like, you need to work. Everyone needs to trust you. I don't fucking trust you.
So
I
good
liked
side
it.
mission. We did it.
Yeah.
We did it.
And I think the combat. I think people don't like that combat that much. I think that combat's fun. Like I think it's cool. I think it punishes you for playing too much to one role. I think it's like if you went full combat, that game's fun, but like maybe a little boring. But like I'm combat tech, so like let's say I have a cryo freeze, so I can freeze someone in place, like stop them. And if I shoot them with a concussion grenade, it blows out and blows the cryo everywhere, freezing more people. So you can like link combos together.
How is it
in-game.
different from previous games? Because I really don't know much about it.
You can so like in the previous game, like you're stuck to the ground. You hit cover, you pop up, you shoot, you reload. You can use your powers, but like you're pretty much stuck to one path of powers. Like you're a soldier, you get soldier powers. You're a biotic, you get biotic powers. And you're an infiltrator, you get tech plus soldier. But they don't link in any way. Like you can use them together, but they're not like there's no linkage, like no combo. It says
you just have two separate kind of abilities to choose from.
Yeah, that are unique and cool. In this game, it's like you get every power off the bat for any of your character. So you can be like, I'm gonna go full, and there's like soldier, biotic, and tech roots is what it says. So you can go full tech, full biotic, full soldier, and those give you perks in game because you have a set. So like I'm a soldier, you get the soldier perk. If you're the tech, you get tech perks. If you mix them, you get infiltrator perks, or like tech or like biotic perks or vanguard perks because of what you're picking. And so like, but then they're let you like link them in interesting ways or tell you to link them in interesting ways. In this game, like if you, and I don't think they tell you this in the tutorial, which they should because it's cool. You can link powers together, and so can your teammates. So like if I'm going really heavy soldier route, which is what I did, and then linked it with some tech, I keep biotic people with me and other tech people with me, so I can also link their stuff together easier. So like let's say someone sets someone on fire, I can shoot them with a concussion shot, which is like called a primer. It'll prime the ability or something like that. I can't remember the exact terminology they use. Someone can like set up an attack with like a fire, and I can prime it, which I'll create like a fire combo, and it'll blow fire out everywhere. And so like I set myself up to have like one special and then like 2 primers, I think. So like every time like I'm like someone will like shock someone, I'll blow out the shock, or someone will throw something in the air and I'll throw a biotic combo. So I'm like having combos go up. And also you can just kind of float in that game. You have jetpacks on at all times. So you can like jump in the air and float and shoot people, and then also dash forward and back in the air or on the ground. So you're like constantly moving really quickly while shooting people. I don't think it's a very hard game. I've had like some difficult encounters, but nothing too difficult. But it's a fun combat game is what I found. You're moving really quickly while shooting. And I have like every gun. And so like I think you can also equip 4 guns. So you have like so much variety in your gun choice.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, if your guns do weigh you down though, so that'll decrease how much power you got. But I went soldier route at the beginning, so I can kind of equip every gun and not have any power like my how fast my power recharge get affected at all. I have like a sniper rifle, an SMG, an assault rifle that's a 3-round burst, and like a shotgun that has unlimited range.
Okay, that's cool.
And so I'm like just dashing around, blowing people up, throwing people in the air, or like shooting them back with a grenade, pretty much. Or like activating my special like heat sink mode, which lets me like just dump ammo into anyone. I get like increased ammo, increased accuracy, and I shoot faster.
So what I want to know is, that sounds like it's a lot better than the last game, so why don't people like it?
Because there's that's cool stuff. There's also bad stuff, as in that game's like animations are real wonky, like all the time.
In the combat too?
On the combat, everything looks pretty fine for me, I think. Moving around can be weird outside of combat, can look a little funky. I think I've gotten used to it. I think not all the side quests are that fun. Like, they can be pretty bare bones boring, and there's a lot of those kind of bare bones ones. Like, just like, go around here, scan this, get done, call it a day. You know, like real MMO style quests.
Mm-hmm.
I think the main story starts off really badly, is a thing. Like, I think all this cool stuff has like come later, and the beginning of this game was kind of boring. It's like it starts off like, boom, you crash land and you're fighting the aliens, and like that's it. Like, instead of like I liked meeting the Angara in the games. Like, it starts off like you land, they're all kind of pissed at you, but there's no fights. Like, you just talking to them and trying to understand them, and then you getting your cool Angara friend who's really cool, and I like him a lot. And all like talking to all of them, and like some of your startup characters start off kind of like not cool, all one note, and they start getting more interesting as time. Like, it's really much like a like a kind of like a TV show in a way, where it's like everything starts off kind of like generic-y and then gets more interesting.
Oh,
Like the depth comes in much later instead of starting off with a really good depth and then getting better as it went on. You know what I
there's
mean?
no good hook.
Yeah, the hook's there that I was kind of into it, but I can see people not liking the hook of being like you end up in Andromeda and then like you're suddenly attacked by aliens and then blah blah blah, nothing's going right and you figuring out what's happening can be like kind of boring. And like I think some people don't like driving around the Mako, and I think this is like the Dragon Age Inquisition problem of the first world starts off massive and takes a long time to get through if you want to get through it, and you kind of need to for this one. And like that can take a long time, but like I think people could like also understand these games that like getting up and just going and doing whatever you want is a good idea. But I don't think this game encourages that or does it well or better than Dragon Age Inquisition did. I think it does it worse actually.
Well, Inquisition also a super polarizing game, which I know you like it a lot.
I think
right?
Dragon Age Inquisition is better than this game too. But yeah, Dragon Age Inquisition is fantastic. It's probably one of the better RPGs BioWare's ever made, probably.
And I know a lot of people who think it's garbage, like they think it's just irredeemable trash.
Yeah, and those people are wrong. But it's okay to be wrong about things you don't know anything about. I like Andromeda. I'm enjoying my time with it. I don't know if it'll be like anything on my top 10. It could be. Who knows? I haven't touched the main story in fucking forever. But like the main story stuff also, I think, had like some interesting stuff going on too. Like I think there's more choice in this game. I think this game is like a really cool starting off point for what I hope a sequel could be. Like I think the second one of this game could be like a Mass Effect 2 from Mass Effect 1. You know what I mean?
Do you really
like,
think so?
People don't like Mass Effect 1.
I like Mass Effect 1.
I think Mass Effect 1's fine. I think it's a fun game, but I think Mass Effect 2 is a better game almost all around. I think this could happen to this game too. It just needs some direction.
Do you think they'll get the chance to make Andromeda 2?
Number 9 bestseller this year, maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe not. But like, I think this game deserves another shot too. Like, I think this game's pretty cool. I think a lot of the character stuff's really cool. I like a new start for these races and having like how they're talking interesting. Like I liked how in this game there's like, you know, like the Krogans again got like made fun of and they split off and made a new colony, and they're the first colony that worked. Like the Krogans did it right because Krogans can like live anywhere. Like you're like, no, we need your help, and you can say you don't want, like, if there's a second sequel to this game, there could be so much different choice going on, you know, like how they bring the choices forward.
Mm-hmm.
There could be a lot to this game being a sequel side. Like, I have to make the option of being like, you work with the Krogans or you don't. Like, those were your options. Like, yes or no. And, like, that's all. They give you, like, a hardball line. I work with them. I'd love to see a sequel where someone didn't work with them and, like, what that looks like on that planet now.
Oh, interesting.
So it'd be so different from, like, what I have. And they'd have to make that sequel change where, like, that planet has a completely different society and setting because like you didn't work with the Krogans, but like I did, so I'd have a different kind of setting.
That's a weighty decision.
Yeah, that's a huge decision to be like, actually no, fuck your colony, you don't get the good shit. Where I was like, no, I actually think Krogans deserve a better chance instead of being like genocided on. You know.
I bet they just like retcon and make something where it's like, oh, you decided to let them in after all.
Yeah, or something weird, but like I could hope. Like I think there's hope. As always, I want games to be good. I make the joke earlier at South Park and fuck itself, but that's just being me and being hyperbolic. But like, I think a sequel to this game could be really cool. I think maybe they'll make it a little more linear, like Mass Effect 2 was, where Mass Effect 1 was like opener, Mass Effect 2 was super linear in comparison, but it was better by that way. Or Mass Effect, where Andromeda 2 I think could become more linear, but still keep the open world stuff interesting. So I think driving around the Mako on like the desert planet has been like really cool. Like I'm like going across like sandy dunes doing sick jumps, and a Mako going like 140 miles per hour. It's like I fling myself doing sick donuts in the sky. Like that game's fun driving around and exploring the world. Like they're like, oh, there's a big alien spaceship, you need to go to there. But like going to there was like I found like 3 quests and like weird things were happening. Like there's a giant sandworm that I can't kill that's just went up from like underneath me and almost killed me. Like there's cool stuff happening there.
And everyone knows linear always means better.
Yeah. Always means better.
Always.
It is weird though. Like Mass Effect 1, like not linear and like you know, you drive around a lot on planets, but like that stuff sucked, and then they just like, all right, we're gonna get rid of all that and we're gonna give you like point A, point B, walking through corridors, fighting enemies, and that game was the better for it. I don't know. I like to see what they try to do. If they do a sequel, I like to see what they try to do. That game's pretty cool. I think don't focus on the multiplayer stuff again. As always, it's never that great.
Did they focus on multiplayer this time?
It's in there. It's co-op stuff's in there. They keep putting out like free DLC for it, like new stuff to do there. But like I just don't care about it. I want that. I want more of that game to be better another go around. So I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Can't wait to hear your thoughts when you finish.
Yeah, let's see how that story drops the ball on itself.
Yeah. Great.
What have you been playing?
Is that all that you've been playing?
No, I played more, but I want to take a break and hear what you've been doing also.
Obviously One Piece, Unlimited World Red.
Yeah. Tell me about it. You said you were going to talk about it, so let's talk about it.
Got about halfway through it. It's whatever. It's very whatever.
So like, have you beaten that game?
No, never. Which is why I was trying to knock that one off.
So you're trying to beat it?
Yeah.
But you can't. Are you saying you can? Are you like kind of like whatever?
Oh no, I can. But like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's whatever. It's a dumb One Piece game. You play it to have fun, to play as the characters and live in the world. Like that's what it is. See the iconic characters, do the fights. It's fine. It's serviceable. A lot of fun mini games. I'm liking that. What's confusing to me is
it's totally okay.
I get halfway through the game and they throw like one of the strongest people in their universe at me as a boss. And I'm like, I don't know where they're gonna go from here.
Who'd they throw at you?
Well, first they throw Whitebeard at you, and Whitebeard is like the most famous like living still pirate. Beat his ass, and then I'm like, well, I don't know how they're gonna top that. And then I get to the next boss, and it's Blackbeard, who is probably the only pirate right now stronger than Whitebeard.
Wait, didn't he take Whitebeard's power?
Alright, spoiler alert. Okay, yes, the man who killed Whitebeard is Blackbeard.
Yeah.
So then it's just a stronger Whitebeard now, but with the darkness fruit, which is overpowered, by the way. That guy kicked my ass.
What does the darkness fruit do?
Alright, so the darkness
Also,
fruit.
we cannot say that more than 3 times now.
The Yomi no fruit. Yami, whatever it is. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's basically like gravity, you can think of it similar to, but it's not, because someone else has the gravity power.
Okay.
It's darkness, and what it does is he can sort of emit darkness, and he can also pull people to him like he has gravity, and it can suck up things, so it can kind of consume matter, and then he can spit it back out as he wants. So like
a black hole kind of power.
Yes, essentially, and it has the power to negate other devil fruits. So like when he fights Ace, he is able to touch him even though Ace is made of fire, because his dark power means that like it can suck out the devil fruit powers itself, so he can touch him and punch him. Normally you couldn't punch Ace because he's made of fire.
Yeah.
So his power is like one of the most overpowered in the series. It's ridiculous.
Gotcha.
He makes a black hole on the ground that sucks everything in, including your player, and then he just spits it out, just half your health. It's fantastic.
This sounds like a fun time. You gotta learn how to jump over
it. You
gotta dodge it.
Debris will fall. You have to jump on the debris, but like the debris will fall so far away sometimes, like RNG, like you just can't get to the debris in time, and you'll just die.
Good game.
Yeah, it's great.
One of the best One Piece games.
Yeah, it's fine. You just pop some medicine, you're good.
Yeah, eat a medicine, pop an Estus flask.
Basically. So I don't know where we're gonna go from here. I don't know who's stronger than Blackbeard.
Not great. Yeah. Oh, then you fight Dracula, and you call it a day.
The main villain is red, and he looks like a vampire. So I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah. Wait. So I want to I'm gonna sidetrack us here a little bit. In One Piece, have they gotten close to the One Piece?
We're halfway there.
Okay. Like in the manga, you think?
Recently, I don't know. Recently, they just found out how to find it. We just figured out how we're gonna get there.
So they're still definitely looking for it.
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay. I don't know what they're doing. Like that guy, the Luffy, just seems like he's having a good time being a pirate. From like last time I remember watching. So like that's about all I know about him.
Yeah, that's all he does. He just wants to have a good time.
Yeah.
If anyone else says they want to be the Pirate King, he just beats the shit out of them.
Yeah, he wants to be the Pirate King.
Yes, King of the Pirates.
Fucking dumb.
It's so good. It's so good.
So what else? Hit me with another one. Hit me with that double hit.
Shadows of Echoes. Shadows of Valentia.
Oh, tell me what a real game is.
Alright, we got it. Fire Emblem Echoes. Shadows of Valentia.
Thank you.
So I really want to dig deep here, Chase.
Give me the full name.
I don't know how deep you're willing to go.
How is that?
This game's weird, man.
Okay, let's dig deep.
I
I'm
think
willing to. I
weird
mean, it's fine. I don't really
weird,
give a shit about the
but I
story or
like
anything. So let's go
weird,
deep.
so weird good. Because I
Weird
like
good,
weird.
weird bad.
This is like
Oh.
it's gonna be polarizing for Fire
Okay.
Emblem people. Got really good reviews though. I think it's sitting at
Gotcha.
82 on Metacritic, which
So I've been
is
hearing
about as
mixed
much as I
things on
think you
this
could
game. This
ask
game's
for.
been getting a little
Then again,
mixed.
Fate's got a 92, so
Yeah.
but I think I totally see why. Because I think Fate's is
Yeah.
I think some
So
people are gonna love it, I think
like
some people are gonna
Fates.
hate it, which is
A
exactly
little
how the
softer on
original
Echoes.
was, if I read correctly. So it's a remake of Fire Emblem Gaiden, which is the second Fire Emblem. Never came to the States. This is our first time officially getting to play it, and it's in this remake state for the 3DS.
Yeah. All right.
Now, originally, like a lot of follow-up NES games, it's just gone in this completely weird new direction, and it's basically
All right.
a lot of what we know as Fire Emblem is not in this game, actually. I don't know how much you know about this game, Chase.
That's good. We talked about it a little bit before it happened, like before it came out. So like dungeon crawling.
What if I told you there was no
like
weapons
the
triangle?
tile system is very different than this game.
It
Obviously
plays
like, no social
so
link stuff.
differently from what I feel like we know Fire Emblem to be. So based on, let's talk about those
Makes
other
sense,
3DS
yeah.
games, right? Those games, I feel like they're very fast-paced. They're very... Everyone's almost a glass cannon. When you go to engage someone else in combat, you're looking for a kill, right? You're never, like, gonna finish that combat without someone dying. It's always like, I kill you, you kill you, you kill you. Someone comes and just hit one-shots me. It's just everyone one-shotting each other. This is so the antithesis of that. Like, you're throwing, like, meat shields at each other. And it's cool because it's so different.
So,
like you're not
like,
playing it the same
out
way
for,
you
like,
play
a
those
couple
other
turns.
games, and as a result, you're kind of doing your tactics a little bit differently.
Hell
You're
yeah.
trying to approach it. You're actually like putting up a wall of people, and maybe they're not traditionally people who would hold a wall like tanks. Like I have a mage who has like one of the highest defenses in my party, and like I have him hold the wall sometimes, and like that's kind of unheard of.
Do you think that's like more like the levels are more like actually
I think
spread
people
out,
still have
randomized
boons.
across
I don't have
people?
any
Is that,
actual
are you
evidence of
feeling
this. It's
that
all just
more,
anecdotal.
Like, or not even tanks are getting,
Normally,
like,
I feel
all
like 3
defense,
stat
like
increases
they
is
normally
like the
do?
normal in those games. In this
Or-
game, I feel like 2 stat increases is normal. Like I've been getting a little bit less generous. I've had a lot of bad level ups. I've been getting a lot of 1s and 2s. But sometimes I get like that 5. You get like a lot of them. It feels real good. It's classic Fire Emblem.
Ooh.
No, none of that. I think because there's still relationships, like you still get
and
the
there is
links
no,
just
like,
from
people linking
fighting
up or
near
anything
each
like
other.
that.
But it's not actual relationships. There's no children. There's the ranks.
Do you think that? Oh, okay. So there's still like relationship stuff in this game.
Yes, there's that.
Oh,
so
well,
the oldest.
Did they have any of that like
Yeah,
CAB
the oldest
stuff,
one I've
like, where they
played
talk to
is
each other? Okay.
Path of Radiance.
I don't care about the children's stuff.
I am a
I
fake
like just,
Fire
like,
Emblem
the
fan. Never
weird
played the
story
original
bits and
GBA
character
ones,
moments.
which is what determines a real Fire Emblem fan. I know, I do too.
Yeah.
I've actually played a lot of Fire Emblem games by now.
Shut up, God.
I like it a lot, actually.
Shut
I
up.
think that
I
those
hate
relationships
this.
give me like a little bit increased accuracy, just maybe a little bit. I don't actually know for sure. Again.
Yeah. Out of curiosity, in Fire
I think you have to
Emblem,
fight
the
near each
Icon,
other to
don't
build
they
a
just, like,
relationship,
you just get
though.
talking points. I don't think it actually matters if they're next to each other or anything. I think that those are just like story beats that just happen, right? Or does
I
it?
played through it once, and I think they again give you slight benefits,
Okay,
like
I
an
was
increased
not
accuracy
sure
and avoid.
in that game at all.
That
I
is
played
path.
through it
Yes.
once.
GameCube.
I played through the GameCube one. Is Path of Radiance?
I don't like it as
GameCube one or
much.
the Wii one?
I actually haven't finished that one either
That's
because
bad.
I think
Yeah.
the first act is awful.
That's the one I played through. I never played
And
through
it
the
really-
Wii one.
it
but I
really
feel like I
drained
need
me.
to eventually.
Like I
one
finally
day.
am getting to Ike now, but I'm just so tired of it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like $100. Yeah,
I need to emulate
totally.
it too to play it, which is like the
But
problem because that game's super rare and expensive. And I don't want to spend fucking money on that.
none of that.
Yeah,
Not that I
but
can tell.
so going on. So it's still relationship stuff, but like
But like
doesn't look
characters
like
are like interested in each
so.
other like
Question: marriages,
romantically.
but no kids.
I'm only at like level C's and B's.
I want to know exactly. So not that you can tell. Gotcha. All right. So this is like just people. Yeah.
No.
Is this so? This is going to be more like. You think this is going to be more like
So I don't know how anything's gonna
anime
resolve
style,
itself,
like
but
people
like
being like
it's.
the relationship
Let's talk
stuff's
about
going
the
to happen
characters,
like
right?
in the actual story.
So after and the story and the writing. After Fates, this feels like
okay,
great writing. Let me put it that way. Like,
let's just see the characters.
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to say this is like amazing or anything, but like, it feels nice.
Okay.
It's nice to return to something that's like
not
this
a high
is
bar to
traditional
clear,
medieval kind of style.
Yeah.
The characters feel like they fit the world. There's no overly exaggerated, like very flat archetypical, like slapstick characters. Everyone feels very grounded for their universe. They talk in an old language. And also everything is voice acted. Like just about 90% of the lines, which I would not expect. English. I don't even know if Japanese is available, but I like the English. I think it's good. I think it's good for the most part.
And are you listening to English voice acting or Japanese voice acting?
Well,
Gotcha.
again,
How
I
is
don't
the
want
voice
to.
acting?
I have
It's good.
tendency to like
Alright, that's
raise
good.
expectations
I'm probably
for
gonna
things.
leave today and go pick up this game if you keep
You do.
selling me this hard on it. Well, also, motherfucker, I like Fire Emblem, so like just being like,
Yeah.
hey, this game's fun. I'll be like, yeah, okay, I'll get. Like, I bought all of Fates, and I don't like Fates that much. I'm a
And
big
that's the
Fire
thing
Emblem
for me
fan.
is comparing
I,
it to those
enjoy-
other
I
ones
st-
feels
even if
almost
Fates isn't,
not
like, my
fair
favorite
because they're
game, I still
practically
enjoyed a
two
lot of
different
it,
styles.
Even if like it's lower tier Fire Emblem for me. Yeah,
I'm like into it. Like I was really hungry for a strategy RPG. I was gonna play.
You're saying it's so different. I'm like, well, I
I was
want
gonna play Valkyria Chronicles, but I was like, I can't back to back this shit.
Okay.
Yeah. But like I was
That's true.
very
Those are hard,
hungry
like
for this
doing
kind
like
of game,
like a
so it's just
strategy
hitting at
game,
a
then to another
perfect time
strategy
for me.
game. Those are like tough, and not like an RTS. Like these specific kind of games are very tough.
Oh, it really is, and like
That's great. That's
health.
that's awesome.
The way they
I'm
play with
really
health is really
interested to try,
interesting
like, a
too,
game
because
like
all
Meat.
spells
Like, it's more
cost
about
health.
meat
So your
hidden
healer
meat, you know what I'm
spends
talking
1
about?
HP to restore 12 HP to somebody else. Mages spend 1 HP to shoot a fireball. They shoot 4 to shoot a lightning bolt. Like you're kind of balancing this.
That's cool. I like that. That's actually really cool. I like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I like that a lot more.
They've
than probably,
really
I think
done
people
weird
like that.
balancing
Like,
for this. So I talk about
fucking really don't
archers.
like mages in
Archers
Fire
can
Emblem in
shoot. My
general,
archer can shoot 4
'cause I think
spaces
they're
away.
got too much. They're
That
too
would be
good.
unheard of in a different game. Like if you were playing that in Fates, that's ridiculous. Yeah, this is like a default thing. Like, oh, just
Cool.
+1 to range, just casually. This thing has a 1 to 3 range, which, by the way,
Yeah.
archers can shoot next to each other.
Yeah,
If
you can use it
if you
along
attack
with
an archer, they can shoot right back at you in melee range. So the way they balanced archers is they used to be
Yeah,
all
okay.
about like precision. Now they're like kind of iffy.
Gotcha.
Like they hit maybe
And
70%
how is that
of the
balanced
time.
out, you're saying?
But they
Weird
have all
balancing.
this range, so they're kind of used to pick people off and weaken them for your other guys to go in there, which makes a lot more sense to me. I like that a lot better, actually.
Okay. That's good.
Honestly, yeah. And the way items
That's
work
cool.
too,
Yeah, it
everyone
seems
gets
like
to
this has
hold
some
one
cool
item,
changes
so
up
that
to
can be a
a pretty
recovery item
stock
like
standard series you've
food,
been playing
or it can be a
recently.
weapon. You don't hold weapons in this game. You just kind of default have them on your person. It's weird. But you can say you can give Alm a sword, give him an iron sword, that's going to give him +3 attack. Or if you give him a steel sword, that's +6 attack,
Okay.
-2 speed. Right, there's no durability, but
Gotcha.
it's like they also. I'm
Gotcha.
sorry.
So like kind of like Fire Emblem
A
Heroes.
little bit, but the comparison isn't totally there
Yeah.
because you're also learning abilities from
Oh,
the
so
sword. So the sword.
This is as much.
Let's
this
do
like
shield
Fates
for
and
example. You
Heroes
give
and
someone
everything.
shield.
Yeah, like we're like.
Yeah. So hang
But
on. The
different.
shield. The shield is like +3 defense, which is like a ton actually in this game. You give that to
fuck,
somebody,
we got
they're like
materia system up in
unstoppable.
here?
Like a man sitting in a bush in
Oh,
this
cool.
game is like a force to be reckoned with. Because like terrain matters a lot too. Like if you're in forest, that's a big deal. More than usual now.
It's a
You
god
like
among
will
men.
not land a hit on somebody if they're in a forest. It's like they have 40% chance to hit versus 80.
Always matters, but
Like magic ignores terrain
Okay.
entirely. Right. But like if they have a shield too, it's like this person is only taking 1 damage from you if you land it. Like you're gonna fuck you up.
of course, it's magic.
But if you sort of use the shield enough, you get enough kills while using it, you'll unlock the swap ability. So then you can do swap,
Yeah.
but only if you have that
Bushman,
equipped. And if
always
you
the most
unequip
dangerous
it,
man.
you can't use it anymore, from what I've seen. But then whoever you give the shield to has to unlock the swap ability again, which I don't like. I wish I could just have the ability, but I think that'd be a little overpowered.
Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I like the idea of like learning your abilities and keeping them forever. Like that's always the fun, especially in Final Fantasy. You
Right, it's a little
do the same thing in
disappointing to be
Final
like, oh,
Fantasy,
I've
which is
mastered
you
this
use a
sword,
weapon
now I have a better
a bunch,
sword,
you
so I'm
learn
going
the
to lose
ability,
all of
and
that
then
progress.
you just know the
But
ability.
like,
In this game, it seems you know the ability, but only if you use that
yeah,
weapon.
that's a common JRPG thing. They do that in Vesperia too. I love it. It's great.
Yeah. Final Fantasy 9. That's what you do in Final Fantasy 9. By the way.
There's a lot for PS3.
Yeah.
There's Xillia 2.
I saw a Tales of game. What's the Tales of game for the PS3? Before I get off track with you here.
Xillia 1. 1, I think, is the
one that you
second
like?
worst game in the series.
Okay, I think I saw Tales of Xillia at my.
I think
GameStop.
2 is like the third best. Yeah,
Is
and there's like
one
16
good?
games.
Xillia 1 good? Wow, that's like a big switch then.
So
Gotcha. Okay, so back to
the writing
Fire
really
Emblem. Sorry,
quick. Like
I'm
I think the
going to
characters
GameStop
fit
and, like,
the
buying
world
Fire
really
Emblem
nicely.
because like
What they do with the
you're selling me
story
pretty
is
hard,
there's
Joe.
the 2 protagonists. You have Alm and Celica, and the way it sort of works is
Gotcha.
they'll do 2 separate campaigns, but at the point I'm at now, they're happening simultaneously. Which I kind of love. This game feels like an adventure in a way no other Fire Emblems feel like, because you're on this overhead map. Now picture Super Mario Bros. 3, right?
Okay.
It's just you have these dots and there's paths marking them, and you're moving from dot to dot, battlefield to battlefield. And like enemies will spawn, like a Hammer Bro, for example, and they'll like come up and like move spaces to get to you. And you're trying to get to the under end of the map on your campaign. You're stopping in like villages. You can buy stuff. There's like a little bit of visual novel elements where you're like looking around environments, like picking up oranges and items. There's side quests in this game. You can go to a town and somebody's like, "Hey, I'm looking for these 3 items." You can get those items for them, and then they'll give you a reward.
I found an orange.
Yeah, or they'll bake me a cookie. Or I go fight a really hard mummy in a crypt I already beat, and then I get like a really cool piece of equipment from that.
Okay, I like cookies.
We could talk about dungeon crawling. It's weird.
Go back to an old dungeon.
Like moving around in that
new
engine,
big monster
like
there.
it feels a little bit off, but like it's serviceable. It's fine.
Dungeon crawling's in this game.
Getting the first hit does a little bit of damage to him, and then you get into the combat. There'll be a skeleton man in the dungeon. He'll come up and try and hit you. You hit him first. Whoever does it first gets the first move. And then it just goes straight into like a grid-based battle. Yeah, it really is. But like I'm into it, just because of how different it is. And the way classes level up too, they're a lot more linear. There's no branching paths, which is kind of disappointing because I like having that choice.
Okay. Yeah.
No, you level up and you have the ability to evolve. You don't have to do it, but if you want to, you have to go to a crypt. At the bottom of every crypt, there's a Mila shrine, and you do it there, and it's totally free. So I'm starting to wait now, because I'm like, well, do I level up now and get this big buff, or do I wait to get more stat increases so it's better in the long run?
Cool.
Yeah. And then, like, in the back, you go into the back of them, and there's going to be springs, and you can drink, you get 3 points.
Better in the long
There'll
run
be 2 different stats, and you can choose, like, hey, here's the spring of attack and the spring of defense. You can have 3 of any combination. So you can take, oh, I want 2 defense and 1 attack, and you can put them on any of your people. So you have, like, it gives you these options now of building your characters, too. And for Alm's side, you get 4 of his villager friends, and you can just class them any way you want. So you have a little bit of, like, you can do whatever you want there, which is pretty cool. A little bit of agency, that's the word. Player agency. Yeah. So you could make like 4 mages if you wanted to, or you can do what I do and not be dumb and have a diverse party.
That agency. Player agency.
Dude, mages are good.
But what if I had four what if I had 4 warriors?
I really think they did a better job balancing.
I don't. Mages are always good. I
But,
just
like-
don't like how they are in the games. Really,
Yeah.
sometimes. It's
Yeah.
just a little too
Spacing
strong.
is also weird though, because like I feel like movement, the
Good.
squares feel
I like-
smaller, but it also is like you
I
could
like
circle
balance.
around somebody way easier than I feel like you could do before. Like I know in my head nothing has changed, but the perception of the map feels like movement is such a bigger part. It's weird. I'm telling you, you just gotta try it to really understand what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Like there's a fatigue system where if you're in battle for so long, you start losing your
it
max
seems like that's the
HP.
game I need to like actually play before I understand how that game works.
And that comes from weight. So if you're holding a heavy sword, you're gonna fatigue faster. If you have
Oh,
like food, you can
that's-
eat
that's
the
really
food
good.
and you'll
That's a
restore
really
your
smart
fatigue,
addition
but you
to
can
the
only
game,
carry one
I
item at a
think, was
time.
like-
Remember? It's good. My cleric, my one healer lady, I got a spell that lets her summon like spectral warriors for like half her health.
Oh my god.
And it's just like this weird spell. Like I've never had the ability to do this before. It's just a cool option, I thought. And like one lady can like warp you so she can pick
Nice.
somebody up and throw her across the map for half of her attack spaces. It's really cool.
That's pretty cool.
Just to kind of wrap up, I think the story is like engaging enough for me. It's like that nice,
friend.
medieval thing. There's a lot of class kind of warfare and like topics going on. Like Alm's a commoner, nobles are very snobby, talking about how you're born, blah blah blah. Yeah, suspiciously, you probably
Yeah.
think maybe is of noble birth, probably.
Of course,
But they do
yeah.
cool
He's
stuff
got
though,
green
because
hair,
like this
everyone
one
else is
dude
other
who's leading the
colors hair.
army, who gives you the leadership because he thinks that you're like a noble, and then it's kind of revealed now
Yeah.
like, oh no, maybe he's not. He's like starting to second guess me, and I'm actually like really into that plot line.
Okay, yeah, I like that. I like, even though
I mean,
just,
they
like,
do
kinda-
that. Like
I thought it was gonna be
his
like,
best
he gave the
friend's
thing,
like,
he's
oh,
like,
you gave
"You're
it to
just
this
a good
commoner, like
soldier.
I'm
Here you
leaving,
go."
and then he
Everyone got
defects
mad at
and
him
all
when he
that.
died.
It's like,
So I
oh,
thought
you
that
did
was
it for
where I was
nothing.
going,
Like you
but
just threw
already
this
different
away,
than
and
I
now your
expected.
banner means
Okay.
nothing. And yeah. And then you have the character
Okay.
who's like the noble who doesn't know how to talk to the common people, so
Your
she's
banner
like
means
accidentally
nothing.
rude. She's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry."
that.
Like she means well. Like you have that cliche going on, but like I think it's done in a tasteful way that's like it's not that over the top like flat anime-ness. It's just like this grounded like it makes sense. I didn't
Yeah.
roll my eyes at it in a way I would have in the other games.
Gotcha.
I think it makes sense
Which
in
is
this
good.
reality. It's
Yeah,
not a
or,
slapstick
like, how they
humory
do in the
moment,
other
you know?
games,
Like
not
it comes off
it's
as
the
funny,
same
but
thing
it
as
comes
in
off
other
as like, oh, this
games,
makes
like
sense.
it.
I know
It's
why
how
this
it's
is
done in
happening.
those
This
games.
isn't overly exaggerated either.
Yeah.
It is a little bit
Yeah.
annoying because I think Alm does the thing I hate where it's like everyone just kind of loves him
Gotcha.
just because
Makes sense.
you're just the protagonist and everyone's like, oh man, he's always been so different. And it's like, oh, I hate.
Yeah, he's
I
just
always
really
hate
cool,
that.
so people like him.
It's the Persona 4 syndrome. There's this.
He's always been so different than me. I know.
One of the
Yeah.
characters, who's one of the villagers,
But that guy
is
is
like
cool.
obviously
That's
like
the
he's
problem.
obsessed with
The
you.
problem with Persona
even though
4 is
like
that dude's
you
just
clearly
kind of
have, like,
cool no
romantic
matter
stuff
what
with
way you
Celica
look
going
at
on.
it, you know?
She's like actually insane. Like her dialogue tree with her is like, "I'm ready to kill in your name. I'm so excited," and he's like, "What?" Like that's kind of it. Yeah, it's a really good time.
He's got some yandere going on after him. Alright, it seems like fun.
Yeah,
I know we're down on Fates, even though I think some of the Fates character stuff's actually pretty funny and good, and I like it. But it was like every character was that.
yeah.
in
I think like
Fates,
that
which
localization
why
is super
I think it
questionable
drags
and
on
like one
people.
of the worst I've
Like,
seen.
there's not
I
a
think
lot of
this
great,
localization
like,
is
actual
like,
character
from what I
moments,
can tell,
just,
it's
like, all over
totally
comedy
it's
bits.
like fine. Like I think it's been really good, which surprised me.
Yeah.
One thing I will say, this is a weird Joe Lungi thing. You know I care a lot about music. I think music's a big deal. I think that's one of the best parts of Fates, actually, is I think the soundtrack is fantastic. And I think the way they use it, of like the same theme changes dynamically depending on if you go into combat or you're out of combat. They don't do that here.
Soundtrack's fantastic.
And that really disappointed me, because I think like the music has been the worst part of this game for me, actually. It's on like, it feels like a 30-second loop, and the loop is bad, and it's just like, I just feel like the music is bad.
Oh no.
It totally was. And this time, I guess it feels very faithful. I'm imagining to the original NES game. I'm sure it's a very simple track, and they've kind of just not done much to flesh it out. It got better because they did the same track, and now I'm in like Act 3, and it's got a little more instrumentation to it, but it's still nothing to like write home about. You go into combat, and it's just a different bland, like, you know, battle theme, little like dramatic time, then it comes back out. It's a little bit disappointing after coming off of Fates, when I think they did such a fantastic job with the score.
Well,
oh, very much so. And I haven't played 10 games this year, but I'm really
this is
enjoying
your top 10 of the year so far, you think? This is scratch an itch that you didn't know needed to be scratched. Okay. Yeah. Gotcha. I just want to see what
it really does feel like it's its own beast, and it's something fresh for a series that was so defined for me that I'm just getting a lot out of it.
So different.
Final thing, two things, is the UI and the maps. The map design has been very open. It's just kind of wide fields with just a little bit spackly of like trees and stuff, maybe. And I guess that's how it was the NES too, you know, because they would just do big open fields. So map design is a little bit bland, but it fits the nature of throwing bodies together. Again, it's just these big fields where you clash, kind of.
Yeah.
So maybe leaves a little to be desired there. You get a lot of choke points. You go on a pirate adventure, so there's a lot of just sitting on like the plank, having one person tank it all. And the UI is interesting too, because I feel like it's a little bit hard to read, honestly. I feel like the UI in the past games was very generous. It was very easy to use. This time around, like, it's just the little things. Like, I want to know, hey, how many people are on this map?
Okay.
You press the button, and it shows them in, like, tallies. It doesn't just give you a number of, like, there are 15 enemies. It just shows 15 lines. And I'm like, how many? I'm, like, counting. And it's just weird little things like that. And, like, you can't zoom very far out on the map, so it's like, I thought I had seen the whole map, and there's a whole nother part on top I didn't even notice, where, like, the general was. Like, it's just a weird UI that I wasn't expecting to see.
Jesus. Yeah, it's strange. It seems like such a switch from, like, the games had, like, music down, they had UI down. It just seemed like they fumbled on Fates with the story.
The level design of Conquest was fantastic.
More than they needed to. I think the battles in Fates were good, too. I actually like some of the... I mean, Awakening... or Birthright,
Revelations.
Not great,
it was a good compromise
like,
of the two.
That was like the... Yeah, like, I think Conquest... I still think what's the
it was like Awakening, where it did have wide open fields
Revelations,
as well.
Yeah. Do Conquest 2, and Birthright, I think, is, like, for the starter fans, is another good starting game, but... yeah. But I think they did... like, advertise already, like, their Conquest is for people who like Fire Emblem and Awake, and like Birthright's for people who just played Awakening. Like, they said that, so like I think people knew what they were getting to. Like, Conquest is like,
and this is like super no guarantee you'll like this if you like an Awakening or a Birthright, because it feels
Birthright's for
it's so different, but also feels like a good traditional in other ways. And it felt kind of easy at first, and then I fought this really hard mummy side quest boss that almost like wiped my party. So it's starting to get a little bit more difficult. You get this Miller's turn wheel, so you can actually rewind turns. It's just built into the game. And I'm using it. Like, I have someone die or have someone miss a 50% hit, and then I re-roll it and they hit it again. And, like, I don't feel like a scumbag. It's in the game. And it, like, comes in handy.
Alrighty.
I mean, I would have just reset the game and done the whole level again. So it's kind of nice to have it. It's kind of nice to have the option there, honestly.
I'm not scum. I'm not scum. Yeah. Would have done it anyway, so yeah. It's funny. I feel like
I think that's a cool way to play it.
Fire Emblem, who like when I was like, all right, people can die in mine. Like when they died, I was like, okay, and then like kept playing. Yeah, it gives that game a lot more I just hit my fucking desk with my hand. That hurt.
I do that on the second playthrough.
Yeah, it makes that game different. Because you're like, okay, I'm losing party members that would have been useful here. Oh fuck, I gotta play this game completely differently.
Oh god.
Gotcha. So I've also been playing, weirdly enough, lately. I'm not a big MOBA fan, so free with that. I stopped playing League of Legends a long time ago.
I had a feeling you'd bring up
HOTS. I didn't think it ever felt fresh again, you know? And I played Heroes of the Storm recently, speaking of that earlier. Oh, with my... Yeah, I was playing with my friend wanted to play it, and I gave it a swing. And that game... So, this is like it's a very unique experience for me because... There's loot chests in that game. You open them up, you can get voice packs, skins, and characters from them to play in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they give you characters like that loot pack, or you can buy them with gold you earn in game, or buy them with, real money. This is a free-to-play game. But I think this is probably the best way to do it, if they're going to do it this way,
like $30
just giving the characters for free like Dota 2, but Steam has money. Blizzard also, is, not great with money half the time. Like, they're up and down all the time. Yeah, that game's can be really expensive, but I think you can also get money in that game pretty quickly.
What's
you might
the
not
meta?
have the new characters right away, but I don't think the new characters are super over. I don't know. I haven't played enough to know what the feeling on that game is, to be honest. But I don't know, because that game's so weird. There's instead of you just when you play alright, let's play the game. You don't earn gold in game. You don't buy items in that game at all. EXP is shared globally with your team just by killing enemies in camps. And each map has a different kind of objective to it almost. There are I've played that game 8 times now, 8 rounds, and each time was a different map in that game. There are just maps to play. Each of those maps gives you different objectives to how to fight different objectives for you to do, which will help you get to the enemy base to destroy their nexus. Sometimes you don't even get to the base, you just destroy you do this one objective and it hurts the base for you automatically. That game is very weird. So, it doesn't feel like you can build a team comp because you can't pick a map, and each map is different. So, each time it's kind of a crapshoot of what you're doing, and it's really interesting that way to me. There's a randomness to it, which I like. Which
I thought it'd be like a hopper.
Games, but I like casually having all this random shit happen all the time.
Because I'd be annoyed if I wanted to play the traditional kind of one, and then I got thrown into Pirate's Booty.
Vote for a map, but casual, it's boom, there you go, you're in, map in.
Weird.
But there's
Weird.
there's almost no traditional one because each one has a map objective that could makes it go into that area easier. You know what I mean? Yeah, I like it. I like that kind of stuff. I like weirdness. I like randomness. I like difference in my champions, and all these champions are they're obviously some that are mainstays of the game. But I unlocked on my first loot box, which my friend got really mad at me for, Cho'Gall, which is a champion, which is a champion you can play with. You can only play with 2 people. You have to play with 2 people to play that character. So one person controls the body, which also has 3 spells, and then another person controls
that's so cool.
Gaul. Someone controls Troll.
I had no idea.
Gaul.
What?
So the other person can just is stuck on the body but can shoot spells
that's
out
so
at all
cool.
times. Yeah, that's the coolest shit, right? So if you got the game today, let's say, you could play Cho'Gall with me, because if I pick Cho'Gall, you can also just pick Gaul without owning him, because it's a co-op experience. So okay, you play Cho, I play Gaul, and you have
cool.
a certain move for Cho is throw a bomb out. He throws a rolling bomb. But for Gaul, his E is to activate the bomb to explode on an enemy. It's so cool. And that shit is not in any other game I've played, you know? That's not a MOBA game I've tried, and so I had to unlock that. He's a legendary hero that I just randomly got unlocked. That shit's fucking cool. Also cool in Heroes of the Storm, it's been out for a while now. So you start off with 100 crystals to buy champions, but they give you a crystal starter pack, which is you can just buy 20 champions off the bat. You automatically get 20 champions if you use 100 crystals on this champion pack. So you get 20 champions off the back to mess around with, including the one you automatically get when you do this tutorial.
Are there any Hearthstone champions in the game?
So they give you a lot of choice to mess around with stuff.
Can I play as the
really
Tavern
cool.
Keeper?
So I already have 23 champions.
No, because at this point Hearthstone makes its own
that I've
lore.
only played. Any Hearthstone champions? Do you
Elemental
mean
Jesus.
Do you mean World of Warcraft champions?
Nah.
Because you can play Thrall. He's in Hearthstone.
I want to play as
you can play Thrall.
The StarCraft. Who's the big StarCraft Space Marine?
You can play Sylvanas. You can play Gul'dan.
And play as the tank, right?
I don't know if the Tavern Keeper's in there.
All right, I'm in.
Raynor.
That's
Jim,
good.
You can play as Jim Raynor. He's in there.
That's a deep cut.
You can play as a siege tank, yeah. Like this, you can play as the 3 Vikings from Lost Vikings. Yeah, and you play as all 3 of them.
I'm
like,
not
and
gonna
they're
lie,
all 3. They're all
get in
3
this
separate champions too. Like you have to control all 3 of them, like at the same time or separately. Like they're 3 people you play as. It's free, baby. You can give it a go whenever you want to.
What?
I bought a baby Murloc, so I have like just a baby Murloc as a champion that I haven't really gotten to play as yet. But apparently, like, it dies really quickly, but it only counts as like 1/4.
Just these like janky champions
on like
have
the
me
enemy
like
team
really
because like it dies really quickly, but it becomes an egg and comes back. Like it's fucking. There's so much, Joe.
How many champions?
And they're
are
all
there?
weird because like you can play as Jim Raynor, but also you can play as this big bald friend in the StarCraft 2 game with the minigun.
Yes.
There's like 60 or 50 or something. There's quite a few.
You could do deeper.
And they're like all like deep cuts sometimes.
Lost
like,
Vikings is as deep
like,
as it
like
gets.
Cho'Gall. Like that's a fucking deep cut.
I'm in.
But like even deeper
I'll try
than,
it.
Yeah,
I'll try
it goes. I mean, Lost Vikings is like the deepest fucking cut. It's nuts. I drank some water because my throat hurts. Yeah, I mean it's free. I'd give it a try. It's very much like a MOBA, but it's much. I think it's so much more casual, which is why I like it more. Like where League got less casual as it went on. Like this game's like EXP share globally. Fuck items. Your build you can switch it up each time. Is like when you level up, you pick 4 like almost things related to like abilities you get. So it's like on this level up. You can use the bomb you throw out can explode, and that starts a quest where if you explode it on a hero, you get more damage for it. Or you can get the warrior Shadow Blast slows enemies down, or you get you can get 2 different ultimates when you get to your ultimate level. Like there's so much variety to like your one character already. Because instead of items, like your level ups can be different. So like I try out different level up stuff all the time because like that's cool to me. I'm enjoying that game way more than I thought I would. I need to play it with friends most of the time. Like I don't like playing these games alone. This is like shooting the shit with people. But like,
well, it's funny you brought this up because I got back into League a little bit because I have a ton of friends that still play it.
Alone, because I'm very lonely.
Like I come back twice a year to play a couple games. Come out of retirement, best Blitzcrank player in the world.
Yeah,
you know, gotta
the friend. Yeah,
do
the
my
friend group's
part.
still there.
It's Blitzcrank, but yeah, good try.
Come in, put the old. Do you put on the old like boxing
money,
Blitzcrank coming out of retirement? You mean you should put on the boxing one if you're gonna make the retirement show.
Fair. That was back in the day.
I don't have iRobot. I have the boxing ones. It was cheaper.
Back when I was on that grind. Yeah, League's still terrible.
You gave him the money, Joe.
People who play that game are still the worst.
Back when you played the game. Yeah. How's it feel to go back to
League? It felt.
Yeah.
Aw.
The game is so toxic. And like Heroes of the Storm is like toxic still. Like people just
like my friend wanted to play ranked. My friend wanted to play ranked really bad. I was like, all right, whatever. So we played duo ranked, and like it felt good to watch like everyone freak out at each other and me be so just disconnected from it. Like I didn't care. You know, like everyone just going like everyone just says everyone else is trash and just calls all these names, says report this person for just being bad, and I'm like, I don't care at all that you're telling me I suck at this game. Like, get over it, dude. Like, it's just a game. Like, people freaking the fuck out. I'm like, you need to chill. Yeah, like...
Yeah,
it's amazing. Like, just to be so detached from it feels so refreshing.
And, like, what are you playing on, like, bronze and silver? Like, yeah, like, why you fucking care, even? Yeah, those games, like, I was playing it, and, like, we had, like, people go AFK, but I was, like, just enjoying, like, figuring that game out. Like, so I was like, I don't even care these person left. Like, this is just an enjoyable experience right now. It's, like, what I'm doing in this game. Man, I've had, like, so, like, Cho'Gall can pull people close to him. As his ultimate is, like, he just grabs him. And Gall, so Cho pulls him in, and Gall's an ultimate. Excuse me. Gall, and, like, Gall's ultimate is, like, create a vortex around him that you pop and does a bunch of damage. But you can hold it in and does more damage. And, like, that's one ultimate. Or you can have, like, I forget what Cho's other ultimate is, but Gall, I know for a fact, can shoot, like a volley of just like black arrows out of his hands, like giant black like matter.
Wait, so like
And so like I had
if
people
you're playing
running away
Gaul,
from me,
can
and
you
I
not
popped
move?
that,
Like
and my
Cho
friends
has
just
to do
chasing
all the
after them
movement?
while pulling them closer. I'm just shooting black orbs out of my hand, killing
That's
them.
amazing. That's
And, like,
amazing. Yeah, there.
So Cho does all the movement, and Gaul just stays on him.
That sounds like the funnest champion.
Because
Like I want to
they're
play
two-headed-
that.
Because they're two-headed monsters. So like one's like casting spells, and one's like doing like getting up and punching fools.
We'll see what happens tonight.
Yeah, like if you got on a
We'll
day,
see what
you
happens.
could do that because I only need to own it for you to play it.
Got that Fire Emblem. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's see. I might get busy. Sweating, pulls on the choke all shirt.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Gotta put this away now. But yeah, I think that game. Like I was pretty down on that game. So I was like, yeah, whatever. Fuck another MOBA. Who cares? Who gives a shit? This is like kind of. I wish Cho'Gall.
How many champions
I wish
do you start
we could
with?
have all the champions because like. That's a fucking like if I didn't
Who do you
get
start with?
Cho'Gall, I don't know if I would have liked this game as much. You know?
Oh.
Yeah, you start with one, but you can buy like 20, like off the bat. I mean, so you can pick like a starter
So you
pack.
get to
I picked
choose who you start with. I mean, that's
crazy
kinda
starter
nice, at
pack, which
least.
like you get like you get a mix of everyone. I see if I can look it up maybe. Yeah, so you can be like, well, no, you get like a starter pack of like, what's it called? It's like a. I forget what it's called, but it's a switch. Like you get a bunch of like random characters of like, this is it. Like these are the ones who are interesting, but then you're like of like this, or you can be like, I want to pick the warrior ones, so you get like Rexar and like Thrall. It's like, oh no, actually I want the support ones, support mages, and you get all the support mage ones. So like that's how that kind of works in itself. So like you're like, okay, you pick these 4 starter packs. One's like support mage, tank, and it's like I forget all the other ones are. They're weird, but it's like okay, let's say I want to go warriors. So I want tanks pretty much. I want like listen warrior. I want the tanky guys who can do damage and like take damage. So you're like okay, you're gonna get Diablo. You're gonna get Murden. You're gonna get Rexar. You're gonna get Sonya. You're gonna get Zarya. You're gonna Varian, Tyrael. You're gonna get these guys. You're like actually
Tell me
no,
about
I want
Rexar. How's
mages.
Rexar?
Mages seem fun. And then you're like okay, so you're gonna get Jaina. You're gonna get Gul'dan. You're gonna get like Li Ming. You get these characters, stuff like that.
Oh, absolutely.
I haven't played Rexar yet, and I own him. So I've been, I gotta tell you, man, went all in on Cho'Gall right away. Like that was where I was at. But like Cho'Gall, Cho'Gall, Rexar, like they all seem like fun.
So they took the not fun
in,
parts
like,
out.
weird ways, and like it seems like going back or leaving lane is like something you just don't do in this game. Like even when I didn't play Cho'Gall. Yeah, like you still have mana, so like sometimes you have to I have to go back for mana. Like this time is like, but like, you're like it's like encouraged because like EXP is global. It's encouraged just like
How much
leave
of a
your lane
thing
and
is
go and,
farming?
like, fuck
Like, is
someone else up
CSing
in
a
another
thing?
lane. Like it's encouraged to be like I'm just gonna go fucking leave and go like
But
hit
do you
someone
CS
with my
for, like,
hammer
experience
and,
or
like, see what
something?
happens. Like
That
you
sounds
don't
great.
farm
That
because
sounds like
there's no
super
gold. You don't
casual
buy
in a way I
items.
would really appreciate.
No, you a minion dies, you get experience points. And for like your quest where it's like, in your quest is like if you kill someone with this move, you get in your quest are like if you kill a minion,
I'm gonna
you get
convert
like
all the
increased
league
damage. But, like
babies
it doesn't matter if the minion you
into
kill
hops
like with the
babies.
last hit, just like if it dies around you. Like it's super chill.
That's what I'm looking for, man.
Yeah, I mean it's super chill. It's super good time, bro. So.
Playing on the
Yeah,
Battlegrounds.
it's like real chill, and I'm really enjoying it.
Still
it's
going.
less chill than the other game I've been playing, multiplayer wise.
How are you still going?
Players Unknown Battleground. Fuck man, that game's not chill. I already had yelled at my friend yesterday. I was like, fuck. It's still good because it's still good. It's still wild. It's still random. It's still crazy.
Yeah.
It's still intense. We had we had all had health packs. So we could heal up a lot, you know? We had 7 of those each, with each other. Like, we were stacked. But, it doesn't matter, if you have them. Once you get to the end of the game, it's alright. Doesn't matter if you have a lot of health packs because, it's all 10 people all next to each other shooting each other. So, you don't have time to heal. You're just trying to live. And we lost this round, but our big plan was we got into a nice area. We had good weapons. And there's a health pack on the ground of the house. And everyone always picks up their health packs. You can never have enough, right? You always need health. And we were like, fuck it, leave it there. This is going to be like a honey trap. We're going to and we're gonna hide upstairs and put a health pack on the ground upstairs that we
Good plan.
had. So someone's gonna come up, pick up their health pack off the ground, you know, up down there, and then come up and be like, "Oh fuck, another health pack! Can't wait to get that." We come out, and we shoot him, take him down, work 2 times, and then the circle start like. And it was real good because like I'm in one room looking out, like you know, so you can kind of peek the door with like your camera. You can like kind of as your third person, you kind of swing it yourself, so you can see out the door, even though they can't see you through that door.
Oh my god!
And my friend's another door by the bathroom doing the same thing, and you can hear when anyone opens that door or closes a door or walks in the stairs. You can hear when someone picks up an item. So we hear him pick up the first health pack downstairs. We're upstairs. We're like, "This is it, boys. Let's get fucking ready." And like all of a sudden, guns out. Everyone's tense, white knuckle. Dude comes upstairs, looks around, sees the doors are closed, sees my door's always open. My friend's door is open, which shouldn't be open. And he comes up and looks at the health pack, looks to the right, sees that door's open. And he's at that moment of like freak out. And I was like lean out my door and just like shoot him. And he like runs to the left because like, oh shit, that guy's there. And then my friend in the other door just shoots him in the head, kills him. He's done, instant dead. Take his loot, put the health packs back down, get back upstairs, hear the door open. And so this dude who's
are there dead bodies? Do they despawn?
That there's probably something wrong here because like the circle's closing in. People should fucking be here, you know? Like he knows. So there's a box, a crate on the ground, and it just stays there. Bodies despawn, but a crate stays there, meaning there's a dead body here. Like the crate is like their loot. And so you see him peek upstairs. I'm not ready to come out and shoot him yet. I want him to get a little closer, get that insta kill, you know? Comes up the stairs. And he sees the crate next to the the first aid kit, and he's like, doesn't seem right at all. And I pop out and I shoot him in the leg, and he just instantly goes left again because he thinks I'm there.
Amazing.
My friend in the other door just shoots him in the head and kills him again, and like consistently good plan, good strats. It's a great, and then like all of a sudden that the circle closes again, and all of a sudden it's outside the house. We're like, oh fuck, we need to go outside now. We need to leave the house. And you're like, okay, people are gonna watch the house for people to come out of it, because like of course they are. Good move. They're gonna kill us. So we leave before the circle starts closing. Bad move. So we're going out early. You know, try to get that good spot before anyone else does. We
your
get
back's
in
not to the wall.
You think it would be. But the circle's not fully closed, and there are places behind us that we can't see yet. And those people start backing onto the wall, and those people start coming in. And we're like somewhat back to the wall, but I move a little forward. I shoot a guy in the head. I shoot another guy in the head. I kill 2 people. Boom. Got him done. But then like also my friend just goes, I'm dead, and like just falls down dead. And I turn around, and there's just like 3 dudes behind us, just like blown away each other and us, and we just went down. It was we got to like 8th place. We've won 2 rounds though. We've won twice, which has been pretty cool. And that's like a really exhilarating feeling. But like 8th place is pretty good. That was a fun round. It's like that doesn't happen every round.
I love
but,
the
like,
ideas
of
little
shooting and like
between
understanding
teams
killing
taking place across this, and like the hero's journey of winning.
Of murder now.
Like how does someone win? Like what is that tale?
It's so cool. Yeah, like it's luck, skill, so much luck, so much like finding the right item, so much like getting your shots to hit every single time, not letting anyone get away, and like knowing, like just like through like sheer playing of that game, knowing exactly where someone's gonna be and why they're there. Like being like when we went to my like first time we won. We went into a garage that we knew no one was in there. We knew no one was to our right. So we like searched that house, went down, went straight to the house. And the circle's closing really quickly now. It's like, hey, you need to move. And we see what I call the mushroom house to our left, which is like it looks like a mushroom stock. It's like a little skinny first floor, then it blossoms out into like the second floor. That's like kind of like a nice cube. It's a very small outpost thing. I know for a fucking fact someone's over there. Most times I hear, I think that, and I hear like little like noises of like a silent sniper rifle going off shooting at someone else. But I know for a fact when that circle starts closing, it closes quickly, it's going to close on them first before us. So they're going to have to come out. I'm going to get to shoot them. Things go bad quick because I can't shoot them through my window up top. Too high. Couldn't get the shot. But they know I'm there as I was taking those shots. I could hear those bullets coming by, you know? So I hit like one of them like a few times, but like they go inside, but they start coming out because they're running and they're looking for us. And my friend goes out the left side where the circle is, like where they wouldn't expect me to come out, where they wouldn't expect anyone to come out, because he's gonna die in that circle. So I go right. He sacrifices himself, kills those two people, or gets them hurt enough where they just drop down the circle and die. And I get to go out, and I literally I say on one side of this ridge, that's where the circle's gonna finally close in on. And there's 3 people left, and I'm either like, okay, 3 people left, including me. So that means there's either a team left, which is gonna be fucking hard for me to deal with, or just 2 random people, you know? And so I'm sticking to my side. I'm like, fuck this. And I hear 1 bullet go off, like they're fighting, you know? I just instantly jump to the other side, and 1 guy kills 1 guy, and I shoot that guy in the back of the head, and I win. And like, how we got from there to like the winning side was like, we went halfway across the map, we jumped buggies, we got into a fight in like a ditch area that we had to jump in the river and swim underneath the river to get to the garage. And we killed some dude on like a fishing bank because he was shooting the dudes we were shooting at, and like it just becomes a fucking mess.
I love that.
It's like a great, every game that like goes far is a story. Yeah, like, and that only in that game can that happen, you know? I really like this game. I really hope it keeps improving because they keep adding guns. All the new like the new vector is really fun to use and is really good. Getting better at that game is really like a really cool skill test. Only things can happen in multiplayer games really happen in that game. Like we were sitting in a farm or like a little like 6-man outpost thing, like 6 houses outpost, and we hear like a rolling gunfight coming our way. You know, like you hear like, you know, gunfire getting closer and closer, and we're like having shotguns out, like waiting by our doors, and like the dude who's obviously trying to get away from this gunfight comes in our house. We just shoot him in the back of the head, killing him, and then like his buddy is now scared, so he's like stuck between 2 gunfights, and I'm trying to set up for the next gunfight. He comes in and shoots my friend, and I shoot him, and I get my friend up, and that next gunfight starts coming in here, and it becomes a fucking mess. Like, it becomes like so quick of like, you know, you're like for 5 minutes, nothing's happening. You're looting houses, you're picking up guns. You're like trying to like, all right, I need a new scope. I want this thing now. I don't want this scope anymore. I want a 4x on here. And you're like trying to like.
Do they add new maps
also,
as well?
Like, then it just pops off and like things just explode with gunfire. It's great. It's really fun. No, and I don't think they should either. Like I think like getting to know the maps is like one of the coolest things in that game. Like I know where things are and where things should be in the game. Like, I know where people are going to hit. I know the schoolhouse is going to be, like, every time it's going to be a fucking firefight. But, like, having that random element of, like,
so there's only one map right now, right?
And knowing how to approach them. But also knowing, like,
you really wouldn't like to see like, multiple maps,
this time is, like, a cool thing. Only one map, and it's fucking massive. Maybe, like, later, but, like, right now, I want them to improve the game. Get it, like, more stable. Yeah, because, like, the map is so... Right. I don't see the whole map any one game, almost. Because the map is... It's a fucking DayZ map. So, like, I can... Or, like, and, like, every time I pick different ways to spawn, like, there's so much in that game to already see and explore and shoot with, like...
Got it.
I didn't think of the first time already because the maps are so big, and, like, there's the circle goes down in so many different ways. Like, I feel like the map's
fine.
Oh, a minute's
not bad.
Now. The only thing I like to see,
a minute's
which they
not
can't
bad.
fix, is like you have to wait a minute to get into a game. You're like next game, you know. It's like go into
Just
a lobby.
Don't suck.
Yeah. What? It's not bad, but you're like dying in your first round. You want to go again, and you're like, all right, wait a minute.
That's fine.
Look, man. All right, Joe, you fucking hop in here and show them how good you are.
Cool. I can't wait to hear more about it.
And die in a second. Yeah. That game's really cool.
The game that keeps on giving.
Yeah, that game's just a unique adventure every
time. Got it all out of our
system.
system.
Game keeps on giving. So that's all we've played, I think, unless you played anything else. I thought you had to like you beat a Peter game. Oh, well, whatever then.
Yeah, about 2 hours. Yeah. I think that's a reasonable
idea. Well, I think that was a long one.
I can't wait to see this edited together.
I think we're gonna. Yeah, I think we're gonna call it today.
I'm worried about my levels.
Yeah.
Oh,
it'll be.
wonderful.
I think you think this is gonna be harder than it is to edit. I think your levels were consistent the whole way through. I think you're fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
I think you'll be fine. I like people like going up and down. I think it's way more, especially with just 2 people. Like hearing someone actually get excited is fun.
It's not fun with 5 people. Let me
With
tell
like
you
with
what.
like 5 people,
It's even worse
better
with
to keep
10
it balanced,
people.
I imagine. But like with just us 2, it's fun.
This has been the objective perspective.
I was doing so good. Been a long time since I felt this way. But you cracked that shell. Only time will tell, so I'll wash my hands of it. That mess of presence makes me nervous, and I don't deserve this. What could I do? You didn't ask for this, so I'll wash my hands of it. I was doing so good. Been a long time since I felt this way.